I think they're ready. Yo, drop that on them. Turn that DJ on. Turn that DJ on.
One time like this.
I said, ready or not, here I come. You can't handle. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly. I said, ready or not, here I come. You can't handle. I'm gonna find you and make you one. Hey, yo, now that I got stage sleep walk away. Those who correlate, they know the world ain't cake. Shell bars ain't go to cake. Those who fake, they break. When it means they 400-pound weight, if I can rule the world, everyone have a gun in them. Got to a course when you think up on their horse show. I kick around, I'm tricking moonshine. I pour a sip on the concrete, but it is cease, but no, don't leave. Why come to the state of sleep? Thinking about the robbery that I did last week. The money's in the bag, the bank, you look like a drag. I wanna play with pound of kiss from here to Baghdad. Gun blast, think fast, I think I'm hit. Girl, pinch my hips to see if I still exist. I think not, I'll send a little to my friends. I wanna get whole again, only to the king again. Ready or not, here I come. became a chest where I rest. No stress if you don't smoke cess. Yes, I must confess, my destinies manifest. In some cortex and sweats, I make tracks like I'm homeless. Rap poetry, some poetry and past. Capture your poetry like Elliot Ness. Bless you if you represent the fool, but I hate you with some vicious screw if you do. I can do what you do, easy, believe me. Frontin' niggas give me heat. So while you imitating Al Capone, I'll be needing some more. And defecating on your microphone, ready or not. Here I come, you can't hide. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly. Is it ready or not? Here I come, you can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me. You can't run away from me. Sounds like hey Austin, cause and anywhere you go, our whole crew's got to know I call him Austin, you can't hide from the fire. Ready or not, the refugees taking over. Buffalo soldier, dreadlock, rasta. On the top tower, fly high in my palmer. Crews off a cover, now they up pushing up flowers. Super fly, do or die, true lies. Only per fly with my crew from the kind. I refugee from Guantanamo Bay. I'm gonna dance around your border like a catcher thing. Is it ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly. Is it ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me. Ready, are you ready? Are you? Ready. Are you? Ready or not? Are you? Ready or not? Are you? Ready. I said, are you? Ready. Are you? Ready or not? Are you? I said, ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and take it slowly. Is it ready or not? Here I come. You can't hide. I'm gonna find you and make you want me.
What's good? Let's do a mic check. One of my favorite artists, Lauryn Hill. She I'm going to use a bad term when I say this, but she really let a lot of her fans down. When I say bad on what I say about her, I think that artists, some of my favorite artists from my younger days. It's not fair for me to say this, but this is how I feel. I think they failed me. They failed us. Thank you, Donna. She said, Mike sounds nice. Thank you. Reason why I say that, folks, is because, like for instance, Teddy Riley, my favorite producer, songwriter, whatever you want to call him, created an entire genre of music, being New Jack. Feel me? New Jack. And I really believe that Teddy Riley has failed me because he made music late 80s, mid 90s. He had probably a run of a decade, I would say. But his music is timeless. And it's almost like his early stuff is so timeless that he doesn't really have to make anything else. It'll always be, genuine, great hits. All the songs he did for all the artists, not just Guy, not just Teddy Riley, but all the songs he did for up and coming artists, Keith Sweat at the time, he made an amazing record with Keith Sweat. He did a lot of really good stuff. I don't know if y'all know, Teddy Riley was part of Dougie Fresh's, part of his, the reason why he was successful. Some of the early stuff from Dougie Fresh, Teddy Riley did that. Now that was hip hop. That was not New Jack. But I think some of my favorite artists, and this might sound a little messed up, to be honest with you, Lauryn Hill is one of my favorite artists. I mean, I've never seen a female who had the flow of a Lauryn Hill and the vocals, like the singing aspect of it. Her voice is a crispy, a crest. What do they call it in that industry? I don't know, where's Tanika at? Maybe she can tell me. It's a raps kind of voice, you know, it's a scratchy type of a voice, and it sounds great when she's singing. It sounds amazing when she's rapping. And I think we got what, 1 album, 2 albums out of Lauryn Hill, no features, no mixtapes, no new stuff. Can you imagine? And I know I'm about to get some bricks to the head for this one, but could you imagine if Lauryn Hill had the same run? Thank you, Deanna. She said raspy. That sounds about right. And Darnell said, and beautiful too. I was trying not to go there, brother, but y'all know that sister had, you know what I'm saying? Lauryn Hill has to be, I mean, let me stay on point, on topic. You threw me off on that one, Darnell. Okay. But I'm gonna be honest and say, like, if Lauryn Hill had the same run, meaning time frame and as many albums as a Mary J. Blige, there would not be a discussion of who is the best female artist. I would put Lauryn Hill at the top of being the #1 artist, period, if she had the same type of run as someone like Mary J. Blige. And I'm talking about what Mary got, what, 10 albums, 12 albums, some shit. I mean, it's not that she don't deserve them. Mary got her thing. She doing her thing. But I'm just talking about a Lauryn Hill is like 10, 12 albums behind. Can you imagine if she was doing soundtracks for movies like Mary J. was? Can you imagine if she had 10 albums out right now? What somebody like Lauryn Hill could be doing? I would have to say she would be what the younger folk, I guess this is our generation. Beyonce is like our generation, right? But I would think Lauryn Hill would be the Beyonce of what Beyonce is right now, minus all the booty shaking, dancing, and all that old up on stage. I ain't hating on her. I just, I understand to be a full circle artist, to sing and dance and do all that. I put Beyonce on the same level as a Tina Turner when it comes down to showmanship. Tina Turner was a bad girl. Tina Turner could dance. She could sing. She was great on stage. She brought a show. Okay, that was Tina Turner's niche. She was a showwoman. And I'd have to say that Beyonce is on that level. But if you talk about vocals, mixing hip hop and R&B, like Beyonce has done, but now she's kind of like a crossover artist and she's doing more pop R&B / hip hop. I would say Lauryn Hill, if she had the same run as Mary J. Blige, even give her the same run as Beyonce. Let's put them two, not against each other, but let's put them up and say, hey, if this would have happened, if Lauryn Hill had the same run as Beyonce, because Beyonce and Beyonce and Mary J., they don't have the same album count. I think Beyonce has probably half, maybe a little bit more than half of what, and I'll have to research this. I'm just going off memory because I'm not really a Beyonce fan anymore. Like I stopped that Beyonce stuff a little while ago. You know what I'm saying? I was more of a Beyonce fan when she just broke out of Destiny's Child, when they start writing, different, and they start having this different type of production for Beyonce. Now Beyonce doing something that seems to be what artists do when they become where they're doing what they've always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like Beyonce might have always wanted to do country music or have some, be able to focus on an area that she's always wanted to do. It's like it's gonna sound crazy for me to give you this example, but someone like Venus Williams, who's a tennis star, who's like 40, what is she, 45? She just came back. She's like 42, 45 years old. She came back. But look, I think Venus did tennis because her dad wanted her to, and she had the ability to be great at it. Okay. But Venus Williams really wanted to do other things in life, like fashion design. She wanted to do, and I love the fact that she made enough money in a profession to be able to veer off and go do what she really wanted to do, which was fashion design. Now, I don't know how successful that has been because I haven't heard much about it. I know she had a deal with Nike, and Nike veered off and did a sports collection with Venus. But the fact that she was able to go off and go do fashion design the way she really wanted to, that I can appreciate that. And I think Lauryn Hill, let's get back to that for one hot second. I believe Lauryn Hill would have been, and I know ladies, y'all gonna jump me on this one. I know I'm about to get jumped. Hands down with me, Lauryn Hill would have been better than Beyonce and Mary J. Blige. If they had the same album, give Beyonce 12 albums, give Lauryn Hill 12 albums, and give Mary J. Blige 12 albums, and I got my money is on Lauryn Hill. Where's your money at? If you had to bet on them three ladies being our favorite artists, this is not a challenge. This is just simply a what could have been. You know what I'm saying? Because and to be honest with you, they all fall somewhat in the early categories of being the same because they all did R&B and hip hop. Mary J started with that. You know, she was the 411 and all that. Lauryn Hill definitely started that with the Fugees. And then, of course, you got to say that Beyonce did it too, coming out of Destiny's Child. So I just, you know, shout out to all three of those ladies. But I honestly think Lauryn Hill cheated me. Lauryn Hill cheated me. I would have loved to get 10 albums out of Lauryn Hill, bro. We would have music till the day we die. Like, I'm not saying I'm tired of Guy. Y'all know I'm not tired of Teddy and all that old stuff. I'm not tired of that. But I sure would. Like, I don't find myself going back. I don't find myself going back listening to a lot of Mary J. Blige records. You know, I wouldn't. I don't, you know, it's not me. I guess ladies would because music tells a story and it releases frustrations and tensions and it kind of help you get through stuff. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know, you're going through relationship problems and Mary is singing about it because it's relatable. Fame. Fame, come on, bro. I would expect something a little bit more powerful than that because you're a hip hop historian and you from the same walks of land. We walk on the same concrete. I would want you to say something that could really push us over the argument of who would be the best. I just got Lauryn Hill on them all. I'm just saying, I got Lauryn Hill on them all. And I just wish that we would have got more. Some of the artists, I mean, I'll be honest with you, man, like Keith Sweat. I am not really a Keith Sweat fan, but I don't think Keith Sweat done an album better or as good. Let's not even say better. Being better than your first album could be a problem. I mean, that's not a fair comparison, okay? Keith Sweat will never make an album. Well, I don't know if he's ever going to do music again after what, you know. I don't think Keith Sweat will ever make an album or ever made an album better than his first one, Make It Last Forever. There's no way Keith Sweat put an album out. You could put him with New Edition, LG. What's them guys? It was three of the dudes, Johnny Gill and all them guys. You could put them in any group you want to put him in, and you can combine all their albums. And none of them can compare to Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat. That album was sick. All right, you just hit play. And he had the top producers on that album, Teddy Riley being one of them. I don't know if he ever will make an album or ever made an album better than Make It Last Forever. I don't think I've ever seen that. Let's see here. Where is that? Let me see if I have it. Probably not. I don't have it. Sorry about that, brother. I was gonna play it for you, but I don't have it in my catalog. I probably should. Hold on one second. Let me get this situation. I got somebody at the door and my dog is going crazy here. Thank you, Regina. It's the LSG boys. Who was that? Regina, who was that? I know Johnny Gill was one of them. Who was the L and the S? Who was that? Oh man, I don't know. But that was kind of corny when those guys was, going off doing the, groups together. I guess it was beneficial for them because when they out on tour, they could double dip. You know what I'm saying? They could double dip it. I think no one was doing it better than how New Edition did it. When New Edition came back and they brought Johnny Gill back, they brought Bobby Brown back, and they were able to break off New Edition on one tour. They were able to do the BBD thing, New Edition. They were able to do, Johnny Gill had his thing, and then they were able to do the Ralph Tresvant thing. You know what I mean? So that was probably the slickest thing they could ever done. It was like a long show. I remember seeing that tour. They would stay on stage. Shit, that had to be like a 6-hour New Edition situation because they would let Johnny Gill get an hour. Okay, it was Levert. Who was the other one? Levert, Johnny Gill, and who else? Wasn't it like, who was the other guy? Levert. Who was the S? Who was the S in that? Who was the S in that group? I don't remember. It wasn't something that I listened to be honest with you. Was that a ladies thing? Was LSG, was that a lady thing? Was that some, that wasn't that one of the guys that was all nice looking and wore nice clothes and sang, ballads and stuff. So I don't think guys really got into the LSG thing. I don't think we really got into that, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Keith Sweat. Okay. Keith Sweat. My goodness. Yeah, that's a no for me. I'm sorry. I like those guys all individually, but as a trio, nah. They, it's too much screaming and hollering and too much screaming and hollering and begging all on the same stage. You know what I'm saying? Keith Sweat was a beggar. I used to love Keith Sweat though. I think I liked his production. That Make It Last Forever was stupid. I'm talking about the song, not the whole album. That was a some of y'all fellas know what I'm saying, because we know at them parties, them walls was, that was the song that you pushed up on your little girlfriend up on the wall, and house parties, that is. Y'all know what I'm talking about, house parties, and we used to do the dances at the Y, and you know what I'm saying. Great time. Let me see if I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that was the song that we used to do. Bring back memories. It threw me off a little bit. Donnie, what up, bro? I missed your call yesterday. My apologies, man. I'll call you back probably an hour. I only have an hour here today. So I have a meeting that I have to get to, Donnie. And then when I get through with that, bro, I'll hit you up, man. My apologies yesterday. My apologies. I'm glad you did. Donnie, I know you remember that Make It Last Forever Keith Sweat joint. Remember down at the Y? That was the shit. We used to throw the parties at the Taft. At Taft. Those were the days. Who remember this? This one here, you know what, Teddy? Look, let me just tell y'all why I played the instrumental first. I played the instrumental because I know everybody that loved that song was singing on it. And I wanted you to sing on top of the music instead of singing on top of key. You understand? So I thought I'd just pantomime the song myself by doing the lyrics because that has to be one of my favorite songs. I think I would need a top 20 list. You know what I'm saying? Like if I said my favorite songs, I don't have one favorite song in the world. There's no such thing as a favorite song. I love music and I still love music so much that I can't say that I have one favorite song. I have songs that I can line up and say, okay, I'll choose this one over this one. I could live without this one and this and this and that. But I would probably need a top 20. All right. I would need, a top 20. I probably have 20 favorite songs. And some songs hit a little bit different. Some songs you remember, you remember the song, but you remember more of the time and what you were going through or what you seen at that time. You know, you're going through a separation, divorce, you just met your girlfriend, you just met your dude. It might have been something that changed dramatically in your life at that time. It could have been, it's just music to me. It's kind of weird. Music to me is kind of symbolic. It puts me in a space. So let me tell you one of the secrets, if I may share this with y'all. One of the secrets with me in life is I pay attention because we have bad times, right? We go through shit. All right. I pay attention to what's around me when I'm in a bad mode, when something's bad happening to me. If I'm going through something at the office, if I'm having issues in life, I pay attention to what's around me, what I'm listening to, what's on television, what's going on at the time. I pay attention because not everything in life is supposed to remind you of your bad moments. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like if I'm having a bad time in my life, like I went through this one thing about 20 years ago. All right. And let me see. Yeah, I probably have it. I'll cue it up later. I was going through a real dark space in life. And I was listening to this one song. Let me see if I have it. Let me see if I have it. It's not a good song for me. It used to be one of my favorite songs, but it's not one of my favorite songs anymore because when I was in this dark space in my life, this song was playing in my home. And I'm listening to the song as I'm going through this bad moment in life. And this song became incorporated with that bad moment in my life. Does that make any sense? I guess it worked both ways. If you have a great song playing, Keep Sweat or whatever, when you have something going on in your life and it's fantastic, you have this song playing, the Keep Sweat song, and it's part of your life. And what's crazy, it's one of the first hip hop gospel songs. And it's not really a gospel song, but it's about God. Anybody remember this?
Incredible Mac. What the fuck's going on inside the bed? Shit ain't raw no more. Fake is how it is. I hear brothers talking about shooting and killing and going home and chilling, fronting like a villain. Let me tell you something real. It's how the Mac feel. I ain't no criminal and represent no skill. I tell you one thing though, if you've been to walk slow, the Mac's on the earth to let you know. I'm on a mission from the kingdom of God to do away with MCs representing them rob. Your MCs have been too bad, so where you go now, ice you're gonna wish you had. When you disappearing, it's my fault, cause it's time to put all the madness to a flying halt. And radio needs to be ashamed of pumping murder, murder, murder all up in our brain. I tell you now, Big Papa don't like it. Represent the truth when the Mac starts to mic it. I hope the subject don't turn you away, but the whole hip-hop generation need to pray. What you gonna do? What you gotta do? You can front now, but when God gone, you can't get strapped for when God gone. Cause you won't know how to act when God gone. Now we all established great Mac's new king and the king for us.
That's a hard one to cut off for me. It was one of my favorite songs, but I had some serious issues going on 20 plus years ago. Excuse me. And that song went from being one of my favorite songs to one of the songs that was incorporated to some of my issues and problems that I was facing at that time. And it was ironic that that song happened to be God related. You know what I'm saying? And it really kind of got me through what I appreciated the song more when it tackled my issues, my problem that I had at that time. And Craig Mack said it, he said, "What you gonna do when God come?" And I'm like, deep. I need to make some decisions in life. So if anybody can tie that song to a particular year, you'll probably be able to, you'll know how that song is, how it can, the influence it may have had in my life in that particular year. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing to me. Fame says, off topic, of course. He says, but I've noticed Wyatt's playbook. He pisses the women off because of his take, and then the next day apologizes with his show with music and simple opinions. Those women from his childhood just ain't ready for big boy talk unless it's fricious. Man, you a mess, bro. You an absolute mess. First of all, let's get it straight. I didn't piss women off yesterday. The only woman that was mad at me was my sister. That's it. Because she on here right now. She just said, "Great afternoon." I don't think women, and I can't speak for women. I'm just telling you the text messages and the emails and the DMs that I receive. I don't think I pissed women off yesterday. I think that I told the truth, and I think a lot of people agreed. I think a lot of women agree with what I said yesterday. Fame, if you disagree with me, call in and tell me where you think I piss women off. I don't think I piss women off. I think Kevin Farmer pissed women off. Did you see what I put in the Wyatt Live Messenger group this morning? I had a little time today, so what I did is, Regina, you got to go back and watch yesterday's show. You missed. I don't want to call him a guest. I guess he was a guest. He says, "Shit, the women were heated in the comments. They probably were, but not." Oh, okay. Maybe I misunderstood what Fame was saying. Maybe he doesn't mean I in particularly pissed the women off. Maybe the show and the person who was talking pissed the people off. Is that where we at with it, Fame? Is that what you're saying? Because I kind of read into it wrong. I've been known to do that time to time. Deanna said, "You didn't piss me off. What did I miss?" Wait a minute, hold on. Oh, okay. Maybe she was here yesterday already. She was telling me, oh, that was Regina. She says, "Okay, just saw some of it." Okay, I'm a little confused, but I get it. I'm getting Regina and Dina a little confused in the comments here. They're moving so fast. I think I read one that was really the other one saying it, and that was my fault. Fame said, "I will call in about an hour or so." I hope it's a little closer to the or so, because I may not be here in an hour, bro. I got a lot going on right now. I just wanted to come in because I hadn't been here in a while, other than yesterday, show my face and say what's up to the family and say what's up to everyone. But yeah, Fame, I don't know if what you're saying is I pissed people off yesterday, or the topic, or the person that was actually talking. And I don't know what everybody was waiting for me to do. I think, look, I'm not confrontational. I don't know if y'all was waiting for me to try to drag somebody down. I've always said this in life. Let me put it in a sports term. Let me put it in a sports kind of analogy. Okay. Fame, if you listening, you know what I'm talking about. When we used to play basketball, right? I always had to check whoever was up top. I was a guard. I was a point guard. But we always had these guards that could shoot. You know, we play basketball all day, every day. You had some people that was just great at shooting jumpers. And then you had some that couldn't hit a jump shot to save their life. My brother Donnie. Couldn't dribble, can't shoot a jump shot. I hope you're listening. Couldn't shoot shit. He couldn't save his life. You gave him 10 shots out there. He ain't gonna hit 3 of them from the outside. It ain't gonna happen. So let me just say this to you. Some people are what we call self-check. I don't know why you want me to argue with somebody that's sitting there killing themselves. That's a self-check. You understand what I'm saying? That's somebody that can't hit a jump shot. You ease off of them and you let them shoot their team out of the game. I felt like that's what I did yesterday. I just was like, okay, it is what it is. I mean, I ain't here to I told you what I agree with and what I disagree with. Now, if you thought I was going to sit here and try to convince somebody to think like me or to me prove how they think is right or wrong, that's just not what I'm not going to do that. I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I might say something that may not be on your mind. It may be something different. That's why I don't understand people who like come here and think that I want to tongue wrestle or I want to get into an argument with them. I really don't. If you disagree, just be like, I don't agree with that. But to try to be on some funny shit, and I just don't understand that. I don't go do that to people. I don't understand why people do that. But it is what it is. People are going to be people. But like yesterday is what I would call a self-check. Why should I argue with someone who says black women hate black men? All I can say is I disagree with that. I happen to be married to a black woman. We happen to have 2 black children that happen to be women at this point. I don't think my wife hates black men. I don't think my 2 daughters have been raised to hate black men. Looking at how I know and who I see my daughters, with, chances are they're going to be with black men. So, I mean, I don't think that, I just didn't see that to be, worth challenging to the point where I felt like I had to just be like, you wrong, and here's why you're wrong. Rah! No. Here's what I say about most people. And I'm guilty of this myself. I believe most people's take in life and the reason why they feel the way they feel is based on the shit they've gone through. Look, it would be very easy for me to sit back and say black women don't like black men. If I'm going through the court system, if I'm facing domestic violences and I'm punching and fighting and having violent situations with women and they all happen to be black, I probably would have that type of I would probably be saying the same shit that somebody that running that nucleus. I probably would say that. Thieves and dishonest people who run together say there's no honor amongst thieves. They believe that. So I believe there's no honor amongst toxic people. I think they hit and slap and push each other buttons and they do all that shit on purpose and they getting back and forth at each other. So if you living in that environment, either by choice or I don't know how to say this one, you were forced into it, I don't know. But I probably would have the same outlook of someone that's living in them type of environments, in that toxicity. I don't know. But for me to challenge somebody because that's how they feel, I guess that's where you from. That's why when you challenge what I'm talking about, I ain't going to argue with you. You may not have gone through what I've gone through. You don't know. You don't know what I've seen and what I felt in my life. And I don't know what you've been through and how you feel. So when I give you my perspective of something, it's simply from my point of view. It's not what I think you should do. It's not what if I was you, I would. You ain't never heard me tell nobody, not one person on this show have I ever said, if I was you, this is what I would do if I was you. Because I'm not you. You've been through something that I may not have gone through. Okay? I may have my opinion of what you've done, but I ain't gonna sit back and be like, man, listen, I mean, I've said some things on here like, there's some myths that go on about this shit about dope dealing and street hustling and all that. I've challenged that because I'm from it. I ain't never been no street dude or put it first in my life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never done that, but there's people on here that know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been no kingpin, never would want to be one. But at the same time, they know who I done ran in circles with. And I made my decisions to do it. And nobody ever forced me to do it or not to do it. It was my own decision to back up, not do things. God answered. He answered I'm telling y'all, some of y'all know the story. But I'm just telling you, when you get to talking that his circumstances in life led him to do this and this and this and that, not where we from. We all had choices. Whether you had a single mother, a effed up ass uncle, crazy, dirty ass cousins, whatever. We all as individuals make our bed by the decisions that we make. And nobody can be blamed other than the person who makes the ultimate decision, and it being yourself. If you choose to go out in them streets, you made that choice. You made the choice to sell dope. You could have went and worked at the penny candy store. You went and chose to sacrifice your life early. You chose that. You knew the circumstances. Ask some of the people who've been through it, who call themselves street dudes, who now preach in your churches. These are friends of mine, and I consider them to be friends, and I will never say nothing bad, because if you recall yourself, if you called by the Lord and all that stuff, hey, you can turn your life around. But none of them dudes none of us had to do that shit. They chose to do it. They wanted the Diodoras. They wanted the Nikes, the Jordans, and all that old shit. That was a lifestyle. Nobody's mama was missing no money on no fucking Section 8. There wasn't nobody having no troubles paying rent in law homes. Stop it. Wasn't nobody having no problems eating. Shit, we grew up where Harry's gave you credit. And we all broke. That's all I'm saying. We all had decisions, so don't push that old, well, he had to do it to save the family. That's bullshit. That's crazy. And because the young man came on yesterday, I could have said a whole lot of things. I chose to do a self-check. I chose to let him say what he wanted to say. You feel me? I mean, why do I have to interrupt the person that's going down, the road that they going down? What's the point? Sometimes when you think that you're doing something to somebody, you actually doing it to yourself. Anybody ever faced that? Anybody ever thought that they was getting up on somebody, getting one up on somebody, and it end up being, you end up playing yourself? Yeah, I don't need to do that. See, people say things. People got my name in their mouth, and I don't talk about them. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, I didn't start this for that, but I always know there are gonna be those type of people out there, and it's really all good. It's all good. I was thinking before I hit the power button, since I got into that little section of how we grew up and things of that nature. I was thinking about people in general and saying, it's crazy. This is like how things come up in conversation, and then it reminds you of what was in thought. You can't save everybody. You know why you can't save everybody? It's not that it's hard for them to do what you want them to do or what they tell you they want to do. You can't save everybody because everybody don't really want to be saved. Like, for you all to look at a street dude or some girl that's out there doing crazy stuff, or some guy that's living a certain lifestyle and it's destructive to that individual, and we'd be like, man, we need to change that person's life, or that we need to. Have you ever considered, and I know this is going to be dirty, nasty, and filthy to some of you, have you ever considered that that's what that person really want to do? Like, have you ever considered that a drug dealer just might want to be a drug dealer? Like, If you could get him a job making the same money that he's making selling drugs, he would sell drugs. If you can get him the same money that he was making ripping and running around with the gangs, he'll choose the gang life. Everybody can't be saved. And I don't mean to say that from a perspective of y'all just leave people where they at. And I don't mean it like that. I mean it that there are people that have unbelievable support systems and they just don't use them. They don't use them because they're more attractive to what you think they need to be away from, what we all know they need to be away from. But they really want that life. They really want to do that. That's what they want to do. And they do it all the way up to the point where now they have to do it. There's no alternatives. I was just thinking that before we came on the air today. I was like, well, I really don't have much to talk about. But and the reason why it came to my mind is because I got a phone call about an hour ago. Well, an hour before the show started. And it was a young man that had a lot of opportunity. And he was choosing everything that he really wanted to do over what was right. And now you reach back to the people who were there trying to help you. And it's not necessarily too late to be helped, but it's too late to be what you could have been. Because you chose to be what you wanted to be in your prime moment. That was your time to really be able to be you could still be great, young man. I told him to watch the show. You could still be great, young man. You just won't be great at that. And all I'm saying to you, sometimes you can't save everybody. You understand what I mean? You can't save everybody. Let me go to the phone lines real fast. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
Man, you go mess up my stuff.
No, Ron. Long time no talk to, brother. How you doing?
I was gonna say something about your ugly ass suit, but you done made me all emotional.
You was gonna say something about my ugly.
Your suit slick, man. Hey,
you so funny, Ron.
Hey, well, look. Is that a white shirt or a blue shirt, light blue shirt?
It is a white shirt, Ron.
Is it a suit or a sports coat?
It's a suit.
Yeah, blue shoes or burgundy?
Blue shoes.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, that's tight. That's tight.
You, Ron. I appreciate it.
That's tight. Hey,
what's on your mind today, Ron? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Hey,
what's good, brother?
I'm gonna get off topic real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna really get off topic. So, okay. Now, the first memory that I have that I knew that the government had got things before we had gotten them. I watched a movie called Moonraker, and then about 5 years away from that, they revealed the space shuttle, and of course, it was the space shuttle that they had in Moonraker. So, dude, because you're gonna have to help me with this.
Okay.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
Not really, but hold on.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second, Ron. Not really, but I think I have an inkling, and I say this because I used to like Star Trek and all that type of stuff, and I think the government was probably working on a lot of that technology. I never knew it was going to be a reality. Is that where you're talking?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So we see, like, like you said, we seen Star Trek and all of those little stuff.
Okay.
And now we got not only we had flip phones before, not only we have flip phones, and we can FaceTime with each other.
Right.
So the government, basically they really got things 10 years in the future before they reveal it to us.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. Can I interrupt there? Because I say that you're right, but I don't think it's just the government. Because
it's not just the government, but
I think private sector.
Well, no, let me let you say what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this. I promise I'll give you the floor. I think it's not just the government, Ron. I think the private sector is 10 years advanced as well. When you talk about inventions and things of that nature, I think that the private sector is just as more. They're probably more advanced than the government when it comes down to inventions and things of that nature. Because you got to understand that certain inventions have to be approved by the government for them to even run their trials. So that's how the government get involved. That's how
if they tell the government, because they have black budget projects and stuff like that. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but here's the problem with that.
Yeah.
It all depends on what the invention is, because you can't even market or sell or do research on certain things if the government doesn't approve it, because they have to be able to approve things that people inject, people get in the car, like future cars flying in the air. The government pretty much regulates a lot of the things, food and medicine. They regulate all that stuff. So it's very hard. It's hard to create.
So you're talking about stuff for regulations or consumption right now.
Well,
I'm not talking about consumption.
It don't have to be consumption. You have to have permission you have to have permission by the government to take up airspace. You see what I'm saying? You can't just build a rocket and just fly the damn thing. It has to be regulated by the government. You can't just I'm not just necessarily talking about building a rocket. I know. You said in consumption, I'd use something other than consumption. I'd use a rocket. You could use a car. You can't just go build a car and then put them on the road and see if they work. You can't put them in traffic without them being regulated and approved by the government.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Again, I'm not talking about, just things for consumption. Again, wouldn't you agree that before they release it to us, the government and private sectors would have the technologies and stuff before they release it to us? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Say that again, Ron. I'm sorry.
Do you agree that the governments and private sectors have technologies and things before they release it to us?
Well,
wait a minute. Like the microwave. Now I always thought when they went to space and stuff, how did they warm their food up and little stuff like that. Okay. And then the microwave oven came out, I think in the 80s. So I would automatically assume that the microwave oven was how they warm their food up, in space. That's what I may be wrong, but that's what I automatically assume because the microwave came out. So I'm asking you, technology-wise, and all those haters out there too, I'm asking you too, technology-wise, would you agree that the private sector and the government have technologies before they release it to us? Wouldn't you agree with that?
Yes, they have to, because they have to do testing on it. So they would definitely have to have testing and things of that nature. And it takes, sometimes it takes years to get it approved because they have to do testing.
Okay.
They have to, it has to prove itself. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's
Now,
your point? What's the point?
okay, do you have, would you agree that they have black budget projects?
What is
No,
that?
we already know
What's that?
the government has black budget projects.
Help
That
me,
means that
help.
they siphon off money to uh, put or do projects that it's not really sanctioned by the government, but they're governmental projects. It's just like
Okay,
Area 51
undercover,
before they knew or before they admitted
undercover.
there was an Area 51
Yeah,
like that. That's what I'm saying.
undercover, non-solicited type projects, that type of stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
of course,
So,
because of yeah.
okay, okay. Now with the AI situation,
Okay.
with the AI situation. Now, I look, I'm, what is it? I'm subscribed to a few people that have AI advancements and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Now, we talked about that AI stuff, briefly the last time that I called.
Okay.
Now, Trump signed a new AI bill yesterday for childhood cancer. Now, they said that they would have a cure for almost all major diseases by the year 2030, right?
Does that include cancer?
I'm sorry?
Does that include cancer? Because I'm not in that space. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yes.
Okay.
They said that they would have a cure for almost all major diseases. Now, in Europe, uh, just announced that because of the immigration problem, all the people in the country would have to have a digital ID in order to work or buy in the country. And please look this up. Please look this
They'd
up.
have to have a digital ID.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they all have
I
to
think we're already at
register.
digital.
I'm sorry.
I think we're already at digital IDs. I have one.
No, where your digital ID?
I don't know if you noticed or not, but those new IDs that you have to have in order to travel by. I think it may be.
No, that's not a digital ID.
Okay, if you say so.
That's not.
If you say so.
Well, I mean, again, well, that is what is that they call? Anyway.
Okay.
Now,
what's the purpose of a digital ID?
That purpose is to weed out. They say weed out the immigration problem that they have.
No.
And it's to you won't be able to work or work. You won't be able to work or buy goods without that digital ID.
Well, I think you may have a different impression. Let me just say this. I'll say that I have a different impression of what you think a digital or what you're saying a digital ID is. I think a digital ID is an ID that you can be identified. This is going to sound simple. Digitally. And what I mean by that is when you go to TSA, you have a certain ID now that is different than our old IDs, which now you go to now I can go, like I never have to pull my ID out when I go to the airport. I go to TSA and they scan my face and they know exactly who I am.
Oh shit, you did that?
It's been like that for this whole year that I've been flying,
I know that they introduced it. I know that they introduced it.
Hold on, Tanika. I think Tanika
and I know that they can ID your face anywhere. But
no, Tanika says she
Mm.
has one, so her impression of a digital ID is probably the same as mine. I think that when I can tell you this also, when I'm walking through the airport, I notice that if there's certain things that turn on the walls, those pictures. Like I was in Tampa Airport, and there are certain areas in Tampa's airport where these marketing displays flip over and turn every few minutes. And I noticed it was a lot of the stuff that I like, a lot of the stuff that I eat. I think it's the algorithm. I know that sounds weird. I know
it's your algorithm.
Right. I know it sounds weird.
I know it.
But
I know
I
it.
think they know everybody that's moving and grooving. And I think that it's at a point already that when you have that ID combined with, and here's the thing, that ID combined with your cell phone, that cell phone is a tracker with that ID.
Yeah.
It's all a combination. Now, I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm just saying that it's all related. Your cell phone is a tracker. People go to jail every day because they had their cell phone on and they got tracked to the murder scene.
Yeah. I mean, and I have another point.
Okay.
Now, you see that all these actors and all that stuff, you know, Oprah and The Rock and what is it, Mark Zuckerberg? They built their island, or they built their bunkers in Hawaii. You know that. And Rick Ross building a bunker. But all these folks building a bunker. Now, you know, people, it was a show called Preppers. And they said all these preppers was crazy and all this other little stuff. And then all these billionaires and stuff building bunkers.
I would build one too if I had the money, and I don't even know what you're talking about. Because look, let me just be honest with you, bro. Let me be honest. Let me say something. Let me say something. I take that back. I wouldn't build a bunker. I would just build me a safe house, so to speak. Okay. Let me just tell you why. Because if the world came to an end and they dropped a nuclear or they dropped something that just ended everybody, I wouldn't want to be here. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't want to be here with me and my 4 kids, my 2 kids and my wife, all 4 of us out here, and we just out here. And those, I wouldn't want to be here either. I mean, just running around. What's that movie called where Will Smith was out here and he had the zombies and all that old type? I wouldn't want to live like that, bro. It's over for me. I wouldn't want to live like that. I would probably be ready to go to my next life.
Yeah.
So if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't build a safe house or nothing like that. I would just probably be like, okay, when it's time to end it, it's time to end it. You know, I would just take it on the chin. I just say, fuck it. It's time for me to go. I'm going. That's why I took the vaccine shot, to be honest with you, bro. Thank you, LJ. I took the vaccine shot because I knew everybody in my family. I'm self-employed. So I didn't have to take the vaccine. Nobody could fire me because I didn't take the vaccine. Okay. But my family and were in school, you know, of course, in school, it was mandatory that you take the vaccine to go to school. That summer, they had to take the vaccine before they could return. My wife was required to get a vaccine because she works in the hospital. She was working in the hospitals and things of that nature. So they were required.
Hey,
so I took the vaccine.
Can I stop you just for a second?
Wait 1 second.
Can I stop you?
Just 1 second.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I promise I'm going to give you the floor. You can have it as long as
you want. Go ahead.
I took the vaccine because at that point in my life, I said, I don't really have to do this. But if the vaccine is something that's going to kill us, I got to go with my family. I'm going to die with them. So that's why I took it.
Okay. So, so check it out. Remember when they was telling everybody to take the vaccine and people were saying that they not going to take it because it was nanotechnology in it and all that other stuff. And then I'm to find out they're using nanotechnology to fight cancer cells right now. Ain't that shit a bitch?
Ron, you're way more.
I ain't trying to say nothing about you taking the vaccine. I'm saying that they, just like I said about technology, they have that shit years before they tell us. And then they mess around and tell us.
My brother Steve Spencer told me, he said that it was a black woman who actually had more to do with the vaccine almost 20 years ago, for this same vaccine that they put out there for the COVID situation. So it wasn't like it wasn't researched. Now I don't know, because look, Ron, you're in an area that I
ain't talking.
Ron,
I mean,
what I'm
I'm
saying
not
to you,
speaking about the vaccine.
I know.
I'm speaking
saying,
about the nanotechnology.
I know, and what I'm about to say is going in that direction of what you're talking about. It's not my territory. You're way more advanced, or you're way more caught up to that type of stuff than I am. I'm very simple. I only know what I get into. You very seldom will you hear me talking about things like for instance, what you were just talking about. Yes, private sector and government definitely they probably have anywhere from 5 to 10 years of doing these things before they even hit the public sector. You know, they really do.
Go.
I'll give you a perfect example. The Waymo cars. The Waymo cars been out in the West Coast, especially out in Phoenix, in the Arizona area. They've been out there for, well, mom being on 3. They've been out there almost 10 years. Almost 10 years. So they were there like 4 years before my mom passed, and it's been a couple years. So they've been out there almost 10 years, just in a specific area. I'll give you an idea. Phoenix, Arizona, being so much desert, is a tech area. That's where you'll find a lot of tech companies that do their research. They get their government regulation out that way. They start out in those areas because those areas are wide open, less people to kill, less people to know what happened. And you don't hear about the research results. You don't hear about that out there. But yes, they've been out there for a while. And you know what a Waymo car is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now they're in Atlanta. Now they're in Atlanta. So now the market is wide open. As soon as you take something that big and you get your permits to do it in a city like Atlanta, it's just going to be another, I would say probably by 2028. We're going into 26. By 2027, those cars will be everywhere, Ron. Those Waymo cars will be everywhere. And I think it's a great idea. I think it's going to flip how transportation is treated, how we pick and choose when we go to the dealership. I plan on, when I'm retiring, not even owning a car. You know Drop Squad 52 in California?
Yeah.
He sold his car when he retired. I thought he was crazy. But now, as I'm getting closer to that age and knowing the things, my retirement and where I'm going to be and the things around me, I'm probably not even going to own a car when I retire in the next 3 or 4 years, because of Waymo and all this. You save so much money dealing with new technology. We're going to do a show on it one day, Ron. I could give you a rundown of things that technology is going to take away from us that is going to save us a ton of money.
So now, okay. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple other things that ain't nobody discussing. So I think that, what do they say? If you want to hide something from a black person, you put it in the book. You never heard that expression before, right?
Yeah, I've heard it.
But
that's hard. That's hard in my household.
Now, I'm not saying, of course, that's necessarily true.
I ain't never heard no white person say that.
I'm saying that, I say, if, it's not about sometimes what you say, it's about what you don't say that it speaks volumes.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big, hold on, Ron. I'm not a big guy that believes in myths. I don't even play by the rules of how people move around with myths, because that shit right there. Hold on, Ron. Let me just say this, and I promise you, I'll let you finish. I promise you. I don't believe in that particular myth in the first place, because they say if you want, and I know the saying, if you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. But it's crazy that people would say that, because the number one book in the black community is the Bible, and that happened to be a book, right? And that just sounds fucking crazy to me when people say if you want to keep something out of black people, you just put it in a book. Meanwhile, black people base their life. Our moral compass comes from the Bible, and that happens to be a book that we read and we judge and we put it first. So I don't like when people put those type of things out there. And to be honest with you, I've only heard black people say that shit about, you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book, because black people tend to look at books and believe them because they're edited, or they're distributed, or I don't know why people think that everything that comes that has to be true is in a black and white book. I don't get that. But go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead, man. My bad. I was going off a little bit. Go ahead.
Hey, man. Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. Now you have to let me explain the phasia. Man, when I'm speaking,
Mm-hmm.
I have to reach out and grab words. I have to be a walking thesaurus and dictionary to find words, because I can't. I'll know the words that I want to say,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't say them. So
Understand.
I have to reach out and from memory,
I
and
understand.
grab the word that almost fit, so you'll understand what I'm
I
saying.
get it.
So that being said, when you interrupt me, it's a real struggle,
I'm sorry.
and you won't understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
But especially when I'm really excited.
Okay, Ron,
So
let me say this. You bring up really good points sometimes. Sometimes, most of the time. And when you say something, it's something that I really want to, interject to. I really want to say something to what you say. But what happens is you're still looking for those words after you made your point, and you keep going. I'm just trying to get in where I fit in the conversation. You see what I'm saying? And when you say something that I want to interject to, you think I'm interrupting you, but you've made a solid point. And then I want to kind of say something to that point. I promise once I say what I say, you can have it right back. So if you hear me start talking, just shut down. It's not me trying to take over your conversation. It's me understanding the point that you either made or that you're trying to make. You see what I'm saying? And then once you get there, once I start talking, just shut down. I promise you, it's going to be something that's going to make you want to say something to what I'm saying. That'll help you and I communicate better. Because I'm not going to interrupt you unless I'm out of time, or unless, I'm not going to interrupt you disrespectfully. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be an interruption coming from a place of either adding to something that you're saying, or maybe answering something than what you're saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then I forget my point. But you see what I'm saying?
I know, bro.
Jesus.
But what happens is you can't get a point across. You tend to switch gears before it's time to get into the next gear. You know how to drive a stick shift?
Oh man, come on. Let me get to
Okay.
me get to
All right, go ahead.
The original point.
Go ahead, brother.
Like I
It's all
said,
yours. I promise.
I'm not necessarily agreeing with that analogy, but
Okay.
I always say, it's not about what you say, but it's what you don't say that speaks volumes. Now, like I said, all those people are all those stars and all that stuff are building bunkers everywhere.
Okay.
Now, now and you would have to be a fool in order to think that Trump really called all of his generals and everything to chronicle and to tell them that they can't be fat. That's absurd. Now, like I said, it ain't about what you say; it's about what you don't say. 3i Atlas is coming, and what 3i Atlas is a comet, but 3i Atlas is the size of Manhattan. 3i Atlas the comet, usually the tail is in the back. That's a comet. The comet has been, the tail has been in the front. They also have not told anybody about the 7 comets in our atmosphere that are surrounding Earth right now, that are comets with the tail in the front. Not trying to scare, well, no, hell yeah, I'll try to scare you. Now, my brother used to work, my stepbrother used to work for the Pentagon, and my my aunt went to visit, and when she came back, she was telling everybody that my stepbrother told her that we need to make sure that we have food, everything, because something is coming. Fast forward to right now. You on Lincoln on the Lincoln Ware show, they have a I don't know what the word for it is. It lost me, but it's a commercial that runs periodically. Do you know how to get a hold to your family, prepare, and all that other stuff? I'm telling you, I am telling you.
Okay, let me
that,
ask you, because I'm hearing you. Are you suggesting
okay.
that something is coming, a comet of some sort is coming, and it's going to strike the globe? It's going to hit them. It's going to hit Earth.
I don't know. I
So
don't
what's? I
know.
mean, what? Why?
Wait.
Okay.
I'm giving you, the information that I'm giving you, and I'll tell you this. When I was a little kid at Bergen Elementary, the first time that I seen an eclipse, and they the teacher, I always remembered, the teacher said, you won't see an eclipse for another 50 years. Now, I'll fast forward. We had an eclipse back in the day.
Okay.
And they said, oh, this eclipse will not come around for another 100 years. Now, we've had multiple eclipses in the last 10 years. We've had blood red moons, multiple in the last, 3 years. In the last 3 years.
Okay.
Y'all, wait. Y'all laughed at me when I said the North Star isn't in the north, but it's in the west, but it's in the east. And the North Star, the brightest star, is in the east. It's not in the north like it used to be. It is no way in the world we should have seen the aurora borealis down here, right here in Cincinnati and in St. Louis. It just doesn't happen. It's not supposed to happen.
Okay.
What I'm telling you, the signs and wonders are there.
Okay.
The signs and wonders are there.
So in 30 seconds,
regardless of if you spiritual or not, you take all that away. Take all that away. We should not be able to see the northern lights in St. Louis.
Okay.
We shouldn't be able to see the northern lights.
Ron,
in
okay,
St. Louis.
Ron, I got to implement something that I haven't used in a long time. It's the shot clock. In 30 seconds, I need you to tell me, based on what's in your mind right now, in 30 seconds, tell me what we should be doing collectively, since all of this stuff is coming up and it's in your mind. What should we be doing just in case?
What
30 seconds.
What I've been saying all along.
Okay.
Meditate, pray, and prepare.
All
And
right.
if you go through meditation and prayer, God will reveal this stuff to you. Whoever you serve, He'll reveal it to you, and He'll prepare you. But I'm telling you, meditate, pray, and prepare, because nothing that I've said is a lie.
Okay.
On it.
You really just hung up? Y'all know I don't like that noise right there. That doo doo, that hung up, that hang up. That's that same slap the phone down like. Ooh, I hate that hang up noise. It's not that bad this time because Ron, kind of took him up out of here for a minute. Yeah. No offense, Ron, but it was getting lengthy. It was getting really long, Ron. I mean, that's why that's why I asked him, y'all, like, okay, I mean, it's cool to ring an alarm, but at some point you got to tell everybody what the alarm is ringing for. Like, sometimes people, there's just obvious alarms, right? Fire alarm. Somebody peel back the fire alarm. Shit, there's a fire somewhere in the building. Someone, if you like, when you hear the weather alarm, that's a tornado alarm. So there's a tornado somewhere. Ron, I need to know, because we practice. Oh, he said 100. Okay. Which means out these days, I'm assuming. The alarm that you're ringing, Ron, I just want to know, should we drop, tuck, and roll? I'm just saying. I mean, and then I heard you say in the last little 30 seconds there, you finally got to that. What we should be doing is praying, preparing. I didn't get the third one. It was something I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm sure he'll put it in the screen. But my thing is this, bro. I'm not gonna do all that. I want you to know, just as me having my free time to be able to say something about what you were talking about, brother. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let it be what it's gonna be. And if something hits the earth and it hits, us as America, and it wipes out, let's just say it hits the globe and it wipes us out, I don't want to be here for the leftover. I don't want to be here with that little small 200. Can you imagine 2,000 people left on the earth? I don't want to be part of that 200, that 2,000. I don't think life would be the same. I don't want life any different than how I formed my life to be to this day. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to live in a way where I got to ration out food. I got to live off Campbell's soup cans and shit like that. I did that as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing that anymore. So all I'm saying to you, bro, is I'm going to take the same philosophy, if this make any sense to you, and I'm going to say this respectfully. I didn't have to take the COVID shot. I took the COVID shot because if it was going to affect the women in my family, the people, my immediate family, I wasn't going to stand back and let them take that shot because it was required of them, and I not do it too. Because whatever they go through, I'm going to have to go through it too. Matter of fact, when it was shot day, I wasn't even required to take the shot, but I took it before my family does because I always walk in the door first. You understand? I always, when it comes down to stuff like that. So just to let you know, bro, if I had $10 billion, I wouldn't build a bunker to survive a comet hitting me or my family. I wouldn't do that. I mean, I wouldn't. I'm not trying to survive past whatever God has time for me. I don't need to survive. If it's meant for me to go, I'm gone. You feel me? And I don't know if people who building these bunkers, I don't know if there's really a safe passage. I don't know if they'll survive those bunkers if something hits the earth. I mean, you never know if the whole earth will survive, let alone territory. Territories may not even survive it. So, I don't have an answer to people. That's like asking me what would I do when I'm on an airplane and it just start and the pilot says, "Hey, sit down, buckle up, put your oxygen mask are about to fall. We're crashing." I guess I'm just gonna be in a crashed up ass plane. When it happens, it happens. I mean, when we make impact to the ground, we're gonna make impact. If it's meant for me to survive it, I'll survive it. If I don't survive it, it wasn't meant for me to go on. I'm not gonna try to. I don't go onto the airplane with extra bodysuit. I'm not getting on an airplane with a parachute on just in case the pilot tell me one day we crashing. I'm just going down with the plane, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna try to live past whatever time God has given me. All right. So I don't know what else to say about that, brother. Let me go to the phone lines before I get up out of here. I got to be out of here by the top of the hour. Good afternoon, caller. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, what's up, fam?
Hey, what's up, twin? How you doing, bro?
I can't call a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Good.
I agree with Ron.
Okay.
We ought to be prepared and ready to pray, man.
Well, you
They
can
ain't
do
building
that.
them bunkers and solar panels for nothing.
Okay.
And we got to, all this confusion and everything that the devil coming in to kill, steal, and destroy allowed us and everything to go against one another. And you know, I don't know if God sent Trump, probably, which he did, as his divine agenda to get us all right and everything. So I believe 100 what Ron's saying. We don't take heed to what people say. We want to play all the time, but I do believe what he's saying is true.
Okay.
I know Bible,
okay.
and I know the book of Revelation is revealing itself. But some people don't want, you know, we got different denominations and everything. We live by different ways and everything. So I believe it's time, man. It's revealing itself that we all should just, you know, pray, man.
Okay.
Because I ain't gonna get no better.
And what are we
man.
praying for survival, or are we praying?
We praying for
it
healing.
not to happen?
This praying is called for to get closer to God. See, whatever God got to do, if he got to send Trump over here to destroy and distract us and all that, and send the Antichrist and use Trump as the Antichrist or whatever, or to cause confusion, Lord, let it be. That's God's doing. Everything that reflects, regardless what religion, what belief, white, black, whatever, what gender, what culture you stand for, it all turns around to God, all back to God, man. God got control of everything, Wyatt. Without him, man, faith without work is dead. We have to put in work, and we got to establish ourselves to one another and have a belief that we can all do things through Christ Jesus that strengthen us. Regardless of that man or woman down and out, we got to lift them up without, you know, shaming them all the time. You might be happy today, Wyatt, but tomorrow you might be sad. Dang, why I got an attitude and everything. But hey, Wyatt, I'm checking on you, man. What's wrong? Leave me alone, twin. You crash out, man. You were just cool yesterday. No, man, I ain't gonna let you crash out like this. But if somebody on the other end, man, F that nigga, I ain't like Wyatt, no way. Hold on, man. Come on, man. Come on. We can't have that. We about positivity, man, not negativity. Uplifting one another. And that's what I'm about, man. That thing I did myself back in the day and all that, man, what I went through, it is what it is. I fought for my daughter, man. I took that little devil field junkie shot and stuff because they can't say I can't see my daughter and everything. Don't worry about it. I'm going to die with my daughter if I got to go down with her. After that, I ain't taking no more shots. For what? I ain't taking that shot no more, man. I did it for a cause. I don't even know. FDA got to prove something in 5 to 7 years. I'm not just going to say, you know, just like factually knocking on people's doors like the door over with. Hey, take the shot. If you don't take the shot, you go dead. I'm not taking it because I don't even know what's up in there. But I took a cause for it because I want to see my daughter. Locked it down like Fort Knox, right? I couldn't see my daughter. Oh, she got COVID. You got this and that. Man, come on, man. Y'all don't even know what COVID is and stuff. Y'all can't do a cure for cancer, but y'all can try to make a cure for some COVID, man. That's messing with your immune system. The government is messed up, man. They control. It's a corporation. America's built on business, man. Do what I say or damn it off with your head. Look what the confusion they bringing about. Congress. This ain't no damn Trump. It's Congress got to say so. Trump just a puppet. Everybody pulling the strings. He can say what he wants, but we ain't listen to you. It's Congress got to pass all these laws and crash down the government, man. People don't realize that. Oh, it's Trump that shut down. Man, come on, man. Congress in control of that. And that thing, they jumped ship last time. What's his name? Schumer and all them. They passed everything. But now they said, oh, forget hell with everybody else. As long as we get paid, we good. They don't look at the outside of it, man. I always, it's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. It's Trump's fault. Come on, man. Wake the heck up, man. And face reality, man. We just got to come together, man. I know I spit my little fire and all that on a bogus mission, but God's still working in me, man. I believe in God. I've been baptized, filled with the Holy Ghost and everything else at an early age, but I still go to church. When I was doing my thing selling dope, I was still going to church because, it was embedded in me to my mama. If it weren't for God and what I've been through in my mama, man, I would have been dead a long time ago, Wyatt. I would have been dead a long time ago. Thank God I was doing my thing, shooting and everything else, gang bang. Hey, she knew, some parts she knew, some parts she did. But she knew, I got to move my family from Chicago to Mississippi. Brought us back and everything. Was twin on that gang banging mission? No. I did get money, though. That's why I kept a job. I always kept a job as my alibi. And plus, I like to work, right? I've been working since I was 7, 8 years old, player. You dig? And everything now stopped me because that was what motivated me because of my father and them, man. He was a hustler on the good level and, legal and illegal and everything, you dig? But I was still, I had to do my thing. And so, but I don't knock nobody for what they doing.
I did not do that. God seems to be working in a mysterious way today. Oh, he's calling right back. He was on a run. Twin?
Hello. Yeah, my bad, man. My bad. I'm in a Denver area. My bad. Yeah, I'm sorry for venting like that. But, man, it's about praying time, man.
I'm a little used
Life's
to it.
too short. Life too short for bogus mission, man, and be out here going against one another for no. You should be uplifting somebody. Somebody asks me what I'm doing and all that. I don't really talk about what I'm really doing, man, because people get hate on you and you doing that and no, man. I don't really talk about that, man. I know twin good. As long as I make one person that I don't know happy, I'm good, man. Bless the next person and something like that, I'm good. I don't be in that back and forth situation. Hey, Wyatt, you hear me, man?
I can hear you.
Hey, let me tell you this. This ain't snitching. It's called accountability and everything. Let me tell you this. Earlier, if people listen to your podcast and everything else, I don't know what you said yesterday, but I heard Nate little punk ass on the podcast earlier, radio station. And he said, why the Bills bonds interpret misinformation? And I say, okay, if he interpret misinformation, what information is he misinterpreted about? I say, if you got a problem, just 1 o'clock he come on. Engage with him and light our mind. We men around here. You keep on selling them fucking bogus ass Cincinnati Enquirer tickets, man.
What did I
and
say?
some hype the rumor. I'm not that type of person, man. Don't that shit irks my spirit. When you try to go and trying to stun on somebody's name in front of the audience, make the clickbait and the crowd, he. No, I don't like that, man. Well, that's one thing about twin. Regardless of if I rock with you and I fuck with you on any level and everything, if I don't know you, but you're not gonna, embarrass or stun in front of them, man. Don't do that, man. What purpose you go gain out of this? Back and forth for what?
Well,
man, go ahead, man.
Let me just say, I generally don't care what people.
I know you don't care, nigga. I'm from the streets, nigga. I respect all people, but damn it, you're not gonna play with the people, man, that you like or love, man, or you care about, or something like that.
Right? No,
I'm not dick riding you or nothing like that, man, glazing and stuff. But I'm just trying to tell. I don't give a fuck who you is, man. But you're not gonna play with the people, man. If you got a problem with the motherfucker, address that situation. Nigga, I'm from the street. I'm gang about these shit. I just don't like when people do that, man. And on a bogus ass, Lincoln cool, but it's fucking because I'm a flip it because these motherfuckers are goofies out here, man. They feel like, oh, Twin talking about. I ain't talking about him on the next station. I just carry on what the hell y'all be saying, and y'all never uplift nobody. Just like I said, and Steve Kobe said, y'all 5-10 years behind, which y'all are, Cincinnati. Only thing y'all work is as a group. Quit working as a fucking group and let people know. Ain't that nigga on that radio station never hit the block at no 9-10 o'clock at night. Any hood. They don't ever feed no motherfucking homeless or whatever. They don't ever engage with these kids or whatever. Y'all pump faking ass people on here, man. And that's what I don't like. You can't never get on twin level. Nigga, I'm in these streets. Heavy shit. Fuck you talking about. And shit, but people just get on my nerve back and forth and all that. You don't know shit about me. You will never know nothing about me unless I show you my hand. That yee rah and all that. Y'all say that for the birds, man. And I hope that motherfucker shit on y'all forehead. Go ahead, Wyatt. I'm not with that goofy shit, man. You're too grown for that, man. Y'all some immature ass fucking puppy show ass clowns out here. And that shit irks me, man. Y'all some straight clowns. Forgive me, Lord, I'm going to repent later. But y'all clowns, man.
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead, play it.
Okay. I suggest that whatever is burning you up someplace.
It don't burn me up. It just, Wyatt, from hearing and I told them, 10, 15 years, y'all screaming the same stuff, Wyatt. Y'all ain't coming with no solution, no strategy. Long as I told today. Y'all been listening to that 10, 15 years and the same noise they been ringing, man. That noise got to calm down because y'all ain't screaming man.
But we not talking about whatever that is. So why don't we talk about what we talking about and we handle our business over here and let whatever they doing, let them handle their business over there. I mean,
it don't matter. It's same crowd. Some of these puppies come over here though.
But those puppies,
it just ain't. I'm just saying, Cincinnati. Period, man. We talking about a brawl fight and everything else. Ain't nobody talking about uplifting community. Why the hell that damn Viaduct on Harrison fucked up like that? But you got somebody over in Hyde Park got a new street, a new pavement. Come on, man.
Well,
how the city playing the people and all that, man? Y'all been hollering. What you say?
Why don't we talk about that over here? Bring that up here. And let's have that conversation. And maybe I'll say something.
Ain't nobody gangster, man. Come over here. Y'all. We talk on our level, man. You got good audience on it. Some are good. Some I see are good. Oh, I know Shaba, Ross, and the rest of them. But I don't see nobody in it. They come over here for a show. Some they don't nobody come out here. Hey, we should do this. We should do that and all that.
But that's what we do here. That's what we do over here. I mean, I'm not trying to be.
I understand, but some of the audience from Lincoln West show come over here and play too damn much.
But that's
I peep game all the way across the board, man.
I understand. I get it.
Like when you get into the money game and all that, and educated, man, it was love and everything. But here come the devil, come steal, kill, destroy.
But
got people looking on the outside like, oh, what is he talking about? You don't need.
Let's use your analogy of here come the devil. I know that the devil come when you always know when you're doing something right because the devil bring his angels, right? You always know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my thing is this, bro.
Yeah.
The devil has never really stopped me from doing what I'm trying to do. So the only way that he has a chance is to if I allow his angels to come in and interrupt what we doing. Okay?
Yeah.
So I don't pay attention to what's being said about me, about the show, or any of that. I don't care. I'm going to continue to talk about what I talk about, and people who disagree with me are fair. It's a fair game. You can come tell me that you disagree with what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what I said yesterday that could make someone say that I gave out false information. I don't know what information. I was giving an opinion, and I had a guy on here who was talking about what he was talking about. I don't know where I gave away some false information. Maybe it was about something that I talked about at the beginning.
I don't know to hype the crowd up about Kevin Farmer and something. I told, I inboxed. I said, okay. I said, I like, conversation, good conversation. I want to engage with the people and everything. What's your input, output on situation? But you just ain't go stun on nobody's name. Oh, that radio podcast bogus or this person and stuff. You don't agree with the person, keep it moving.
Right.
You ain't got to keep on back and forth and all that, man. You don't agree. But if you go stun on somebody, man, be man enough or woman enough, get on the podcast and show, tell a person how you feel. Don't go around and shit like, oh, our leaders and this and all that.
Let me
ducking
just say
and dodging, duck goose. Come on, man.
Let me say something.
That's all I'm. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Let me say something to you about how we was raised. All right.
You good, babe? Come on, babe.
Twin.
My fault. I'm talking to my son.
Oh, okay.
I'm bad. Go ahead, man.
Let me tell you a little bit about how I see things a little bit different. I'm trying to say this. I'm gonna add as much diplomacy as I possibly can, y'all. But I'm gonna try to put it in a way that Twin, it's relatable to what Twin is talking about.
They'll break it down dummy terms to me. I'll catch y'all.
All right.
Go ahead.
Okay. I grew up in a way where you can always tell who a real leader is because the leader step out. The leader is the one, like for instance, in the neighborhood. If you got a dude that's falling back, kind of like a gang-related situation, the guy that's falling back, and what he does is he give the orders and he send people, he say things, he bark, but he don't never bite, or she barks and she never bites, but she send people at the situation. They say things and they send people. That's not a real leader. I grew up where the leader set the example of throwing the first punch or being the person that's the aggressor. Generally, the person that's always the one talking and sending arrows are never the ones. They tell other people to take the shot. So I never really focus on that person because they're not really as strong as people give them. Sometimes people give them too much energy. You give them too much credibility. I think real people know who leaders are because leaders are the ones that step up. You follow a leader because they out front. They not in the back telling people which way to go. They usually walking out front. So I don't really bother myself with people who lead from behind. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you understand. I've tried to make this in a way where you would understand, like the gangsters, the guys who are out here trying to say what we gonna do. What we gonna do? We gonna go rob that liquor store. I'll see y'all when y'all get back. That's not a leader, okay? If somebody say we gonna go down here and we gonna change something that's going on in the neighborhood, I'll see y'all when y'all get back. That's not a leader. A leader is gonna spearhead the movement and step out front and walk the people to wherever the change needs to happen. So I don't care about people discrediting me. I don't care nothing about that. I've always been a leader at what I do because I step out and do it. I don't care those that have always been leading from behind or they need allies and they need other people for them to be accomplished or for them to be somebody or to be recognized. They need other people. I don't even breathe. I don't eat like that. So I don't care. So my point is this, bro. Whatever's pissing you off about what's being said about me, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I appreciate it. I love you for that. But because you got my back. But if it don't bother me, don't let it bother you. You feel what I'm saying? Please don't.
It's not. Hey,
what I'm
as a
saying
man,
to you, bro,
it's not just you, man. Where I come from. That's where I was born and raised, man. I stand on code, man. It's through the principle of the GD law. Stand on code, man. Brother, survive and struggle, man. Boss move.
But what I'm saying to you is, and I understand your philosophy because that's a way of living when it comes down to that gang shit. You stand on code. And that's what they doing too. They standing on code, but I'm not involved in them games. I don't stand on code because I'm not. It's like me. I'm not you can never call me a snitch. You know why you can never call me a snitch? Because I'm not part of something that I have committed myself not to tell the truth about. Do you understand what I'm saying to you, bro? Like, you can't tell me that I snitched on little Tyrone because he's selling drugs in my neighborhood. I don't sell drugs in my neighborhood, and him and I do not have an agreement that I'll never snitch on him. So if I tell on him, I told on him. I'm not part of your game. I'm not an informant. I'm not part of your circle. I'm not part of what you do. So I don't play by the same rules that you play. I'm a civilian. You see what I'm saying? I'm a civilian. So a civilian has every right to tell. Now they can deal with whatever consequences come with it. I guess I'm willing to deal with those consequences. But if I don't play your games, then I don't have to follow your rules. And I don't play a lot of these people games. So I
So
just
you
do.
gonna tell on me?
Well, if you and I, hey, bro, if it was something that was gonna get me in trouble, and I ain't, if you and I don't have an understanding, if we out stealing cars and chopping them up and we making money together, nah, I ain't gonna tell on you because I understand the game. That's what we agreed to. You know, I would never do that. But if you were stealing cars in my neighborhood and I seen it was you, that's twin with them Cadillac shoes on, you going to jail. You going to jail. I'm gonna tell. I'm telling.
He putting up a Cadillac shit.
Yeah, you are your brother. I'm telling on both of y'all. It was one of y'all.
Hey, one of us gotta get the blame. One of them
Yeah,
twins
but hey,
did.
bro, what I'm saying to you is, man, listen, I've never been the type of individual who care about people who talk behind my back. I ain't never cared nothing about that, bro. That's been going on since the third grade in my life.
Man, I'm a grown man.
Or whenever we were doing something in the neighborhood or we was doing something, period, and somebody had something to say about what we was doing, it all depends on what they doing in life that play a factor if it mean anything to me. You see what I'm saying? Like I judge, I tend to run in circles that matter to me. If your circle don't matter to me, bro, nothing that you say, as long as you're not harming me, as long as my family is not in harm, I don't care. I don't care, bro.
I understand all. It just where I come from, man, and where I was taught, where I was around, and everything. I'm like, man, that it just. I don't what you can call it, emotional type, systematic type person I am, or whatever you want to call it. It's just how I was raised and brought up, man. How I was taught.
I understand,
because it hurt me since I was like 15, 16, man.
But twin, I was
around too many, man.
I feel you, but bro, you've progressed.
What's up, OG? What's up, sir?
You've come a long way in life based on the things that you've done in life and what you talk about you've done. But now here's the one thing, if I can make one suggestion to you, brother, are you open for a suggestion?
Of course.
It is criticism, but it's constructive criticism. If one thing I would ask you to do, and that would be, you got to work on that of your change in life, is worrying about what people talking about and having so much care for it. Because number one, people that are easily influenced by someone just because of what they say and not what they're doing, I don't necessarily want those people around me anyway. So if someone can influence somebody that I'm a bad person or I'm misinforming people or whatever, if they can convince people of that and those people just decide not to be here or don't want to talk to me, I don't need those people around me anyway. They're easily influenced. Those are the same people that will love you today and stab you in the back tomorrow. They're only as loyal, and you know about loyalty, they're only as loyal as their next opportunity. So I don't really beg for people to be part of what we do or what we talk about. Believers believe on their own. They don't need to be convinced. There you go.
Well, I guess you summed it up and all that, man. But it's just the type of person I am, man. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, or whatever. I mean, I'll take your advice or something like that, but maybe I gotta work on it. But that's why I've been around, man, and whatever. And I hate that spirit of people, man, I got a small circle, man. I don't really mess with people like I do, man. And just to say, oh, that person is, that person that, and man, you got a problem with a man, just address it. Don't come to me or don't broadcast it out here and everything.
But you gotta understand, twin.
If you got a problem with it, address it with him.
But see, that's sometimes,
that's how even in the joint.
But twin,
man,
I know,
we
but
stood everybody in the joint, from Land King folks and all that. We stood on bid. You got a problem with that man? Holler at that man that corner. Don't say fuck that nigga stuff. He owe me 2 cakes.
Oh my God.
Some goofy shit like that, man. I'm just saying, man.
All I'm saying to you, brother, is you got to pick your fights wisely. Because
I know you pick your fights wisely, man. It's about principle, man. It's about reality, man. It's about, man, why you coming at me like that? Why you don't like that, man? Go address that, man. I don't want to hear that shit every day, man. Go over there and holler at that woman, man. Why you hollering at us for, folks? Go over there and holler at her. We don't want to hear that. We over here on pause, man. We about business today, man. Come on,
Right.
Charlie, don't do that.
Right.
Go
And
holler
here's the
at her,
thing.
Joe.
Here's what.
Go holler at them, Joe.
Let me tell you
Come
why.
on.
Okay, I got it. We get it. Let me tell you why I say you have to pick your fights. Because sometimes, you know, everybody, look, twin, this is what I love about your passion. You say things that a lot of people may not say the way you say it, right? But you at least say what's on your mind. Okay. There's a lot of people that feel certain ways and they just won't say it. All right.
Man, I'm gonna speak, my man.
Okay,
God gave me this mouth.
I
If
got it.
I'm
But
wrong,
what I'm
I'm
saying
wrong.
is not
Correct me.
necessary all the time, because let me just say something to you about some things.
Yeah.
Some people say the things and talk real loud and they lead the room, they lead it, and everybody listening and paying attention, and they think, you know, and the person who doing all the talking is sometimes impressing themselves and not impressing anybody else, but nobody really wants to say, that motherfucker don't know what he's talking about, or he think he know it. And they listen and they've been listening and they watch and they watch and they listen and they listen and they watch and they watch. And you can talk all day, but if you're not producing anything from your talking, eventually they're going to see that you hollering wolf. So people have listened to people holler wolf for years. And if you're not,
Only one holler wolf is Fame. And the middle in Minnesota wolf. That's the only one.
All right. Okay.
I hear him hollering every day, but I don't sell no wolf ticket, man. It's me. I'm speaking from the heart and mind. If you don't like my delivery logic, oh well, move around. Now, my thing is this. Like I said, man, I've been listening to 10, 15 years, the same old remix. Hey, babe, and everything, the same old remix and
But
everything.
we
And I
don't do
get
that.
no understanding about nothing.
But we don't do that. See, this platform is to change. You're supposed to change, or you can bring what you want, right? But over here, if we don't need retread tires. We're trying to work with new treads. We want 4 new brand new tires. If you had the money, if your car was on 4 flats and you had the money, would you go down the street to the Arab dude and buy 4 used tires if you was sitting on $2 million? Would you go buy 4 used tires, or would you go take it to
you gotta crawl before you walk. I go to the used dealer to make it get to the upper room.
No,
you gotta crawl before you walk. In order for you to get them 4 tires, I'm a block away from that used dealer. I'm gonna get them used tires.
No, you're not.
Then after that, I'm going to get them McCoy.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're
I
not.
Can't make it. I'm a block away though. You listen to my lot. I'm a block away, player.
Twin, if you have some money, you ain't gonna put no used ass tires on your car. You're gonna send that mug straight to the dealership, and they're gonna put your brand new tires on your car. Trust me. Trust me, you would do it that way.
You know I'm playing.
All I'm saying to you, brother, is, you know, let's not go over the retread stuff. Let's just work on the new Michelin tires. Let's work on what we need to work on here, and let's do it in a positive kind of way. Let's not worry about how circles are doing what they do in circles, what they say in there. It don't matter if they say something about what we doing. I don't want to be that guy. Hold on. I don't want to be that guy where the circle back could be, but what they said at Wyatt, I don't want to be that guy. Because if I'm not talking about them, I don't need them talking about me if I'm not talking about them.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? I don't even want that, bro. It's supposed to be something different. I don't want to be a to be continued.
But we talking about uplifting community and all that, all us come together. Okay, you said this about that, but you said this. Okay, bring it to the forefront. Let's gather around and eat together, break bread together. Don't come out and stuff be Goliath and David and Goliath and everything on this situation.
Let's
break bread, man.
I understand, but here's one thing you can't do. You'll never be able to break bread with someone from a perspective of y'all know y'all wrong, right? I've never been able to do that. I've only been able to break bread or have a conversation with someone once we found common ground. All right. I've never went to somebody and approached them and said, you know, you wronged in a motherfucker. Come on, let's go have lunch and let's talk about it. I've never done it that way. I've always had my hand because I've always been able to put my hand.
You ever been in that situation?
Yeah, absolutely. Plenty of times.
Okay, you've been in that situation at the end. What was the results?
Well, I'll say this. It was unsuccessful more than it was successful. But I didn't need, and let me tell you something. It wasn't always about being successful and coming together and working together. Sometimes you just have a common ground of we addressed it, we cool, but now you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing. It don't always have to be
So you
kumbaya.
really had a talk with somebody that said, okay, you stunned on my name and now let's sit down and talk. Really?
Absolutely. I've had, look, bro, I've had people, listen, because I'm this type of dude. My name is my name. My person, who I am is who I am. Here's what a lot of people don't know. And it's really being seen right here before our eyes. A lot of people don't understand that good dudes have people that take up for them behind their back. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's people that got my back when I'm not around. And they'll come back and tell me, like, okay, such and such did such. Sort of like what you doing. But what I'm saying to you is,
solid, man. I'm solid. I live under the creed.
But what I'm saying to you is, they
get. Did you tell me I'm solid? I can go deep with this shit, man.
But here go the thing.
But I'm gonna some things I can't say on here.
Right.
I can go deep with this, man.
But what I'm saying to you is this, bro. I will use an example of what I'm talking about. Not us, not this situation here, but what you're talking about. Go ahead. I had a guy, and this I'm gonna give you the one. I'm gonna give you the one that fits a twin type of a story, okay? There was a group of guys. There was a group. Look, let me take a sip on this, okay? Because I really want to think about if I want to.
I'm about to take a sip too. I'm drinking some great Kool-Aid.
Everybody know that me and Duke was real cool, okay? Duke Reagan.
Who is Duke?
Governor.
The boxer?
Well, I'm cool with him. That's his son.
You talking little Duke from down the way?
I'm talking about Duke, who had Duke's place. Okay, it was an after hour joint. Blah 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 blah.
You talking about Top Block Posse?
I'm cool with him. Okay.
Okay.
Let's not get into the details. I'm just saying.
Solid.
I'm cool. Rest so. But if somebody go down and say certain things about me to certain people, there are people that are there that'll say, that's my friend, right? Like, he'll never do what you talking about. So why are you here talking about that shit? So I don't have to be angry because when you solid, people got your back out there. And like when people talk about you behind your back, if they making up something, the people around them have to believe it. You see what I'm saying? If those people around them believe it, then you don't want to be around those people. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Like, if somebody go down there and say, well, Wyatt did such and such, and he this type of person, and blah, 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 but the people that's there is saying, nah, that ain't who we know. That's where we need to be. I don't care nothing about people who you know what I'm saying, who making up shit or
so basically outsiders looking in.
Bro. And when somebody get checked by your circle that's not even with you, that make them feel stupid. Like if somebody like, nah, that ain't, what you mean he trying to kick the kids? He trying to take your spot. And some people will know what I'm talking about because they know what happened. What you mean he trying to take the kids and he trying to do this to kick y'all out the building and shit like that? Wyatt ain't like that. If he wanted the building, he'll buy it. That's what was said to a punk ass dude out there. See what I'm saying? It's that type. I don't have to be solid to people. The reputation and who the things you do for people and the things you do, what you actually do versus what you say is what really matters.
Yeah, I don't want to go too deep with it, but I hear your point.
All I'm saying. So anybody that's saying anything don't mean nothing. Yeah. That don't mean shit to me.
Yeah, okay. We go in there and no. Hey, you had Lauryn Hill, Mary J, and Beyonce, right?
Say it again, those three.
I said Lauryn Hill, Mary J, and Beyonce.
Lauryn Hill for me.
No, that's what you had, right?
I said if I had those three and they had all.
I'm saying no. When you talked about it earlier, right?
Yeah, I said if they. Let me just tell you what I said because people. Wait a minute, hold on. Everybody wasn't here. Okay, maybe this is at the end of the show. I just brought up the three ladies that I thought were some of the dopest, and I said that if you gave Lauryn Hill, Beyonce, and Mary J,
Yeah.
if you gave them all 12 albums, put them on the same playing field, I would
Yeah.
take Lauryn Hill over all three, over the other two.
That would be my pick.
Who?
Cause
Lauryn
I
Hill?
don't. Hey, what? That's what I want you to. That's why I had put it in the chat. Hey man, why don't you play that Zion?
Oh, okay.
Man, that Zion, man, that was a number one hit song for me, man. That Zion, she split, man. She split bar. If she would have kept going, I don't know if it was like a conflict with the Fugees or something, but if she would have kept going in her prime, man, she would have blew them out the now. Cause I don't listen to Beyonce. Last time I listened to her, Drunken Love. I like the beat to it, and when Jay-Z came in. Mary J, she keep on talking about drama and no more pain. I'm not with all that goofy stuff. She had a beat, let's get it started. And then whatever that song was. I liked it there because it was a dance song. But after that, she kept coming with that drama and all that. Man, go ahead on, man. You talking about your past. I'm not with that. I don't like that sad song. But Lord, man, that Zion and the other songs she hit, man, that was a number one hit,
How
man.
many? Do you know
And
how many albums Lauryn Hill had by any chance, twin? I don't know off the top
I
of my
would
head.
say, probably maybe 5 at the most or more.
What? I don't think she had that many.
She had about 4 or 5 at the most, probably.
Can somebody look that up for me real fast? I'm doing something else. I don't
Because
think Lauryn Hill
was Zion the last album off that last album?
Zion was on the first album.
I thought it was the last album she came out with. Man, Laura got tracks, man. She got throwback and everything, man. She's still good. What about Erykah Badu?
My girl. I can't say that she's nowhere on the level of the three that I mentioned. Erykah Badu was cool, but that style is a little bit different. I think the three that I mentioned have more of a common style. I love Erykah Badu.
You probably like Macy Grace, though.
Macy Gray, I think she's a talent. I could live without her. I mean,
I don't know what the hell she was saying. I never could, adapt to her singing, whatever. But man, out of all them three, man, I will have to go with Laura. I will have to, man.
Yeah.
She's straight hip hop, and she can do hip hop, or she can do her little whatever other instrumental she had going on, R&B.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's a bad combination with, and man, I thought you was gonna play that Zion, man. That song, man, was banging.
Yeah,
I played that 3 or 4 when I first came to Cincinnati. I was bumping that and that thing. So yeah, man. What's up with you think them Reds gonna pull it out tonight, man?
You know what, man? I'll be honest with you, twin. I think the problem we running into is
pitching.
Well, I think that the Dodgers are the fear of what baseball has come to, or sports has come to, with no salary cap. You know what I'm saying? I think what happens is we have no salary cap in baseball, so you can buy a championship. There was talks, I heard it on the radio, on a sports channel. They were talking about the salaries of 5 of the, just one salary of that, the pitcher guy on the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm.
He makes more money than damn near the Reds payroll. The starters.
What's his name? Auntie Okotoka, whatever his name.
Yeah,
and probably Kershaw and all that.
Yeah, if you look at the starting 9 of the Reds, they don't make as much money as that one guy. And I'm like,
wow.
but that's what the Yankees used to do. But I'm a firm believer. I know some people may not like this. I'm a capitalist. So I believe that in order to compete, you have to pay. And I don't believe in small market. I believe that if you want to compete as the Cincinnati Reds, stop keeping all the money yourself as a company and buy productivity.
Why did you play semi-pro or anything in baseball?
No, I played college. That was it. But no, I didn't get, I was never drafted by a team. I just, no, I never played.
I thought you probably went semi-pro somewhere, played some overseas somewhere after, college or something like that.
No.
Since you love baseball so much.
I love baseball, but the thing with baseball is, well, let me just say something about semi-pro. I'm about to hurt a few feelings, because semi-pro is this thing that trips me out with people. And it's gonna sound like some hater shit to a lot of people because they probably been semi-pro players for a little while, but there's no such thing as semi-pro is some shit that's made up.
Hey, don't knock on that second door. That second, don't knock on that. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like semi-pro,
Yeah, I understand.
it's a made-up term. I mean, semi shouldn't be okay. Semi is one thing. Maybe it's not as bad as I think. Semi means almost or getting there, or minimum, something of that nature. Pro. So I don't think pro should be mentioned in the name. I think they should call it something different because it's misleading a little bit. It's almost like you think people getting paid to play semi-pro, but they're really not.
So I really believe what Ron was saying, man. We better pray. I don't know them canned goods and all that you got stored up. Start putting them to use, man.
I'm just gonna starve. I'm gonna starve. I'm gonna starve when whatever hit the earth. Ron some time ago said he didn't say anything about something hitting the earth.
Something about to hit, man.
Maybe so. Maybe something's gonna hit. But let me tell you what I'm gonna do, and it's just me.
It's just you.
When the ship go down, when my family's on it, me and my family going down together. I'm not gonna try to survive.
Oh, you're gonna make a Titanic move, huh?
Well, damn it. I'm not gonna leave here. The only time I'm gonna leave here without my family is when God take me by myself. But if I had a choice to leave altogether, I would take the choice of leaving with them. So if that means, and here's the other thing: if I had $5 billion, I wouldn't go buy a bunker. I wouldn't go buy a bunker that's going to make me survive where the world doesn't survive it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Don't they got something strong that hit that bunker though?
I don't know. I don't know. This stuff is it's some shit. Here's the thing, twin. It's shit I don't even want to know about. It's one of them things. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care, bro. Because look, I don't care. I'm about to be retired. I don't even give up. I don't care. If it happens,
gotta care, man.
Why would I care?
It's in our face.
How can I stop faith?
Everything. If you start opening up that book, man, and reading that word, everything, regardless of what spiritual belief or whatever, you believe in some God, whatever, you open that book up and you realize and you connect the dots from A to Z, you be like, oh, wow.
Right.
I'm just trying to tell you, you get in a good non-denominational or whatever good church and you study the word, and some preacher go reach out and prophesy your life, and you be like, oh wow, I didn't know that.
Well, let me just say this to you, okay? I'm at a point in my life, twin, where what I learned.
Quit being in denial and revenge about the situation, man.
No,
I'm trying to tell you, man, how it's gonna be.
Right. And I'm about to tell you.
But man, it's real. What he talking about is real.
Right. All I'm saying to you is if it happens, there's probably nothing that I can do about it.
No man or no woman know the time of God's return. You got to be prepared and ready. If it's whatever you're going to spend our eternity life, because right now, if God was to come right now, if I'm speaking to you on this phone, I know I'm going to hell. I'm going to send my invitation right now, because I'm not living right according to that word and according to God.
See, I think you
But
have.
I can do a whole 360 around the situation.
I think you have a misinterpretation of what that verse is. What
verse is it?
The one you just said. Can you say that again?
What I say?
I don't quite remember word for word, but you said
I said you got to be prepared, man.
Right, but what was the thing that you said God said?
I'm saying no man don't know the time or hour. Whenever God, if the thief knew he was coming through the back door, he would have been prepared for the thief to come.
Okay, so now here's what I'm gonna say to that. I think it was something like that you said. What I'm gonna say to that is this, bro. I think what that verse is supposed to be teaching you is to live a thorough life and to be ready to accept God when he comes to you because you've lived a righteous life. I don't think it means get ready and you got to know when the shit about to hit you gonna die. You got to know when you're gonna die and the comet is gonna hit and you should be prepared. No, I think God is telling you to be prepared for him when he comes for you because of the things you've done on the planet, the earth, and how you've helped people and what you've done that's been righteous. That's how I
It ain't
interpret
about helping people. It's according to that word. How did you live your life? You can take up my cross.
That's the
You can have
same
all you. You be the righteous person in the world. Do this and all that. Be the helpful billionaire and all that. Helping people. But it's in your heart and everything. Have you accepted Christ? That's all it's about.
That's the same thing that I just said.
No, you did.
Okay.
You said in a different tone.
Okay. What I'm saying, twin, you're right. I said it in a different tone. You're right.
You gotta be more Pacific.
That happens to be an ocean. Pacific is an ocean. You mean Pacific? Okay, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm just clowning, just having a good time with it. Okay, twin. And what else you got, bro? That's it. I'm sure because it's been a minute.
All I got. Just be
bro.
prepared and ready, man.
Right.
I mean,
I'm gonna be
back
prepared.
and forth in situation, man.
Trust me, when God comes to get me,
I took your advice and everything. Let it that out, man. People don't agree with you, and all that, man. Just I don't know why. I don't care. To be honest, man, I guess I got to work on self.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you'll
before learn, us, it's got to be self.
Exactly.
And everything. And then if I go to self and then I surround myself with us, I'm involved with all people. Because the Bible said when 2 or 3 come together, God is in the midst of everything.
Twin, I'm worried about you in these Bible verses.
Man,
I'm worried because your interpretation. You interpret it a little bit different. You say it, but I think it means something different.
You don't say it does say in the Bible when 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, God is in the midst.
Okay, but you might think that means some different shit.
And God is in the midst.
Okay.
To take over. Oh, it's certified. Y'all brothers, y'all certified now. Now spread my word. He's in the midst. Conqueror, man. Everything. Amen.
Amen.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Pass the plate.
I know a little bit about the Bible, man.
No.
I just, God ain't through with me yet. He ain't through with me yet. I got a little working on to do, man.
Just a little.
He ain't through with me yet. I mean, I'm trying to make it to heaven. Well, prosper and everything, do right.
Well, all I'm gonna tell you is this.
Help anybody, man.
All I'm gonna tell you is this.
All
I'm gonna tell you is this. If you're trying to get to heaven, it don't mean be ready for when the comets hit the earth and we die. That's not preparing yourself for heaven.
You said what now?
I said, if you're trying to prepare yourself for heaven, it's not knowing that the comets or things are going to hit the earth and we're going to die. Being ready for heaven mean doing.
No, you got Antichrist and aliens and all that other stuff that say is going to come, rumors of war and all that. And you already got animosity and people going against nature, and seeming, and people getting smart and gayness and everything else what's going on. It's revealing itself, man. Rather God using, like I said earlier, using Trump as a divine agenda to push it or whatever. Hey, we need to wake up.
Okay. All right. So the moral to the story, 29 minutes in, is
I'm sorry.
Stop worrying about what people talking about other places. Let's just make it about Wyatt Live conversations. If we're talking about the cow jumped over the moon today, let's keep it on the cows and how many cows can jump over the moon. If we're talking about
I just wanted us to come in one pyramid,
but
man.
You can't. I just told you that the only way that you can stop people from, not stop, but the only way that you can break bread with individuals is to have the approach, of a mutual spot. It is not to approach somebody and make them feel wrong about how they feel or what they say. And if you, all I'm saying to you is, I generally do best by letting people say what they say. And then those that might be curious might come over and listen to what I may say. I let people walk through their own shadows and shit like that. I don't need to I don't send smoke signals. Hey, I'm over here. I don't do that. I didn't reach out to you. You found me. See what I'm saying? You found me. So I generally try to concentrate in that space. Anybody that can convince you, twin, not to come talk to Wyatt or not to say nothing to me, I don't need you here anyway. If you can be influenced like that.
Convince me to do nothing.
know,
I'm
bro,
here
I
calling for
shouldn't
my
have
own
I
name.
shouldn't have
If you
used your
talking
name.
and spitting game and everything and trying to uplift somebody and trying to open people's eyes and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna listen to you.
Okay.
Whatever, but I'm not about to be about that negativity and all that, man.
I feel you. But it comes off like that, bro.
I
It's just
guess I'm cut from a different cloth, man.
no.
And
I
I'm
know
different.
what
I'm
cloth.
different.
I know exactly
I'm
what,
different,
bro.
man, and
Let me tell you
I'm
something.
not for the bullshit.
I hear you.
Y'all can see that yin yang and all that, and
but you know what?
Democrat for these years, and I'm not with that, man.
Let me explain something to you, bro. I promise. This is my last point. I'm gonna try to make because it's very important that you hear this. I got some brothers that I grew up with that went to the penitentiary, and they came home after the second or third time, and they was ready to sit down and have a conversation with me. And you know what they said to me? Damn, bro, you was right. I should have stopped thinking the way I was thinking. Damn, man, you right. I should have done.
Before you talking about before they went to the joint, you see?
Of course. Yeah, I'm never gonna go. I'm not gonna go up to the penitentiary and visit somebody and go tell them I told you so. I'm not that type of dude.
And you gave me advice.
I wait for them to come to me and have the conversation. I was not trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was not trying to be agitative, and I wasn't trying to agitate them while they doing their time. So all I'm saying to you is, bro, just allow people to be people, and those that want to run in your circle will find you. Don't, it's not like you need, I mean, I'm not trying, look, I tell people all the time who are entrepreneurs, let's switch it over a little bit. I tell people a lot who want to be in business for themselves. It's nothing wrong with chasing the dream, but don't chase the money. Because what happens is when you chase money, sometimes you'll chase something bad. Okay. Chase the dream, keep the dream in sight, stay focused on the dream. Okay. But don't chase the money, because not all money is good money, obviously. And sometimes you'll make bad decisions by chasing something that's just not good for you. And you can't, and you're blinded by the money. You're blinded by something that has nothing to do with your dream.
Exactly.
Okay. If you want to be the best chef in the world, it might take you some money to get to being the best chef. But that don't mean you got to go badmouth other chefs to make you a better chef. It don't mean that you have to go off and talk bad about other restaurants to highlight how great your noodles are or your sauce is. It don't take that.
Now you finally preaching, because I was on my way to a bird. I wasn't gonna lie. And man, I could never reach. I was on my way, Wyatt. I guess God said, no,
God didn't have nothing to do with that.
Huh?
God didn't have nothing to do with what you did. People don't know what a bird is. I know what a bird is. Some people do, but God ain't had nothing to do with you. I was on my way, and I got caught up in, man, because God set me down like, no, that's enough is enough. Because God knew what I was gonna do. And then when I got out the joint, when let's get ready to go out, my twin got locked up, man. A week before I got out, my twin got locked up for the same thing. And we had planned and everything to flood that city, man. And God like, And then I told my brother, it's over. It's over. I told him it's over. Okay, you know what?
We can't do nothing else.
I'm gonna say that you're absolutely right by using it. Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Right? I was on my way to that.
No.
We was close, right, man. Twin. And we had plans to do this, go get this, buy this, and all that. And when I got out and he got locked up, and I'm like, it's over. Ain't no more hustling, none of that. And when I got out, Twin, what's up, fam? What's up? They wanted to, man, I got you, man. What you need? I don't need nothing. And then I did it on my own for a minute, Wyatt, and then make that little $2,000-$3,000 within an hour, within a week before I was out, and it hit my hand. I'm like, no, hell no, this coming too fast. No, and then I see the informant, the police, narcs and stuff, undercovers. Hey, what you got for me? What's that? No, what, man? It's scary. I'm like, no.
Okay, twin.
No, my brother locked up. I got a kid fresh out the joint. I'm just saying, Wyatt.
Now, twin, I'm not gonna battle you on that, okay? Because
Yeah,
I do know how God does work. I know this is gonna be odd and weird to a lot of people who may not understand.
He works in mysterious ways.
At first, I was about to tell you, I did say God didn't have nothing to do with that, but God does have something to do with us discovering what we're really doing is wrong. And sometimes people are doing things wrong and praying to God.
But I had to realize that where's your blessing? You know what told me what my blessing at?
Wait a minute.
That woman.
Wait a minute.
My mama told me where my blessing at. If I would have stayed in Cincinnati, out of Chicago and stuff while I was doing my thing and everything, I would have been locked up. But I had to think between you to go to Cincinnati or you stay right here and you going back to jail, you gonna be dead. I said, I gotta follow my mama, what she said. Man, I've been up here, been blessed every time. I don't have no complaints, man.
Okay,
people ask me, hey, come to Florida, come this, come. No, I'm cool. Okay, stuff. I gotta listen to my mama, man. The woman of God. I gotta listen to her, man. She embedded in me, man. I gotta listen to my mom. Right. If anything, I don't listen to God, I'm listening to my mom.
Well, yeah, I would agree with that. But now,
come on, man.
All right.
Go ahead, Wyatt. I'm sorry.
I'm cool. I'm good, bro. It's 3:30. I'm 3 minutes past the time I got to get up.
I'm sorry, man. I had to vent, man, to get off my chest. But you ain't like my man advice and everything. It's up to twin to take,
well, all I'm gonna say to you, twin, I will say this on the way out.
To you and
I'll say this on the way out, and I promise I'll let you have the last word. I appreciate you, but if I'm not mad, if people who talk about me or say things about me or use me in their conversations or say that I don't know what I know, if it don't anger me that they say it, please don't let it anger you. I respect you for having my back, and I have people that have my back.
It's just not you. Other people, just not even on a podcast or on any radio show or none of it. It's like in general,
But let's do
I just
this.
Don't like today it. It just hurts my spirit.
I got you. You told us that. Let's just do this if you don't mind. Today is October the 1st. Let's make today the last day that we relay, unless there's stories that are combined. Like if we're talking, for instance, the farmer story from yesterday. If that was talked about all day on all platforms, then I could understand us having that same conversation. Okay. But if it's not something that's a relevant story throughout the city, or if it's not something that all people are, let's just let people control what they control. Let their narratives be what their narratives are. And let's do what we do here, and everybody do what they do, because I think we could be a smorgasbord of entertainment and information.
Hey, well, it's definitely reveling, man. They make it as it's like it's Hollywood Holly 2.0 again, man. You got from, like I put in the chat earlier, from Lincoln Ware Show to the WCPO, Channel 9 News and all that. It's the topic of Cincinnati. But you got somebody that got murked last night. Y'all want to talk about that?
But then that's what we talk about. So bring that. Because I didn't know somebody got killed in Cincinnati last night.
Okay, you don't know. It just happened 2 blocks from me, man.
Okay, so
they put it on the news.
Then here's what
it's a joke,
but
man.
Then here's what should have been our conversation for the last 32 minutes. Should have been what happened to the person. How did it happen? What went on? If it's not been talked about, that don't mean we can't have a conversation here.
That's true. But y'all talking about something.
Don't Jerry Springer show that
it ain't got nothing to do with. Don't worry about what I got going on and everything in my bedroom. It is what it is. Okay. But y'all ain't hyped the show up, but y'all was hyping the show about Ollie. Now y'all want to hype about a brother or whatever. What is this? What do y'all want?
Well, some people want different things. That's all I mean.
Man.
So look, you don't have to want.
Show, man.
It doesn't matter, twin. You don't have to want. Look, don't get mad at what people want. If you go to smorgasbord and everybody's standing on the other side taking seafood, but yet you see steak and lobster in front, or steak and ribs and stuff in front of you, you just get your steaks and ribs and let them have that seafood over there, bro. Don't be mad, because that's just most steak.
You say let them have that seafood because you don't like seafood.
It don't matter. Just get your steaks and your biscuits and your potatoes and eat all what you want on your side, and don't worry about what they eating over there, bro. Don't worry about it, man. It ain't, everybody don't like the same thing. You feel me?
Like I said earlier.
And don't come back to the table when we eating steak and chicken and great and ribs and come back talking about Them motherfuckers all over there eating shrimp and lobster. I don't know why they eating shrimp and lobster. Man, let's enjoy our steak and potatoes and ribs and chicken over here.
I
That's all
I
I'm
wouldn't
saying,
do that
bro.
if I'm sitting down with somebody. I'm not that type of person. You eat whatever the hell you want to eat. I ain't eating. If I don't like it, I ain't gonna eat. I ain't gonna clown you for it. One thing I ain't gonna do.
Okay, bro.
That's me.
Hey,
but
twin, I
on
gotta
another
go,
level
bro.
and stuff, you not just go come in my face and throw it in, talk about a person, and you can go holler at me as a man or woman. That's what you ain't gonna do. That's how I feel, Wyatt. That's my belief. That's
I
not my
got you,
belief,
bro.
but
We
that's
know
how.
it. We know how you feel.
Hey, you ain't gotta raise your voice at me either, man. Yeah, I know what you saying. You ain't gotta raise your voice.
Wait a minute. Hold on, bro. Was that a soft check or a real? Was that a check?
No, it's
Okay,
Cincinnati, Florida.
I'm trying to
AT&T
figure
reaching out,
I
reaching at
didn't raise my
AT&T
voice
reaching out
at
to
you.
your ass. You get out your body. No, I'll just play. Hey, great show,
I gotta
man.
go,
And,
bro. I appreciate
I had to
you
get
calling,
off my
man.
chest, though, man.
Yeah,
we go remix
you
and
stick your
everything tomorrow.
chest.
You did.
You stick your chest out way too damn much to be a gangster. Gangsters are not that damn emotional, bro. You got to work
I ain't
on that.
emotional, man. It's just what I see in my face.
Passionate.
And stuff
You
and what's going on. I adjust the situation, nigga. You get on there, you go holler at them, man. Go on with that right.
Wait a minute, twin.
Stuff, man.
You got a new nickname. From this point on, from October the 1st, you PG Twin. Ask me what PG Twin stand for. Passionate ass gangster. I gotta go, bro. I gotta go. I talk to you, man. I'm running late on my. I talk to you, bro. All right, man. PG Twin. He's just passionate, I guess. I don't know. I was not raising my voice at him. I was just saying, bro, like, damn, like, wait, check me on that. It wasn't that at all. I really gotta go. I missed so many calls. I'm sorry. I missed one that I thought I was transferring over. I gotta go. I was supposed to be out of here at 3:30. That's my time. I have a 4 o'clock that I gotta get to. Here's what I'll do. I'll take this one last call before I get up out of here. I gotta get out of here. I have a 4 o'clock, so let's see if I can take one. Give me 3 minutes, caller, if you don't mind. This is Wyatt. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, this is Mike, man.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I've been a listener for a while. I called a while back. I got one question. What was that?
What was what? I'm sorry, Mike.
What was that screen called? I mean, we sit up here and listen to a guy that argues examples. I mean, for the last 30 minutes, I mean, you can't even make a point to him without him arguing an example.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Mike. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, that's just nonsense, man. That guy. Now I know why all the milk that I picked up in Kroger was inspired. I mean, this guy.
That's not nice.
A waste of time.
That's not nice, Mike. That's not nice, Mike. But let me say this to you, Mike. You do know that sometimes we can learn a lot. We can learn a lot by letting people say what they say, and then y'all could call in like yourself, and you could correct them, or you could give your piece of advice of what was said on how it was wrong. I think that's what I bring. That's what I try to do, bro. If I'm doing a bad job at it, man, just front on me and tell me I'm doing a bad job. But I really think that we should allow people to say what they want to say, because it's important for us to hear other people's point of views. And if I'm doing a bad job trying to prove my point to him, just tell me that, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to endorse a lot of it. I just want to try to have him see it a different way, or have other people interpret it a little bit different. You understand what I'm saying, Mike?
Yeah. I mean, I understand your point of view, and I think everybody in the chat does. But I mean, and it's like you say everything that, and I see you don't really do it when it's concerning Twin. I mean, that guy's where he is. I don't think it's any convincing him. I don't believe that you're going to sway his mind. I believe that he's just where he's at.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told you, he don't even understand examples. He don't understand that you're just making it. You're just making an example, and he'll turn the whole conversation into the arguing the example that you're making.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just foolishness, man. Like, and I listen to your show, you know, and it's like that's getting hard to listen to. I mean, just being honest, that call was way too long. I don't think that it takes that much. I mean, this guy calls every single day. Like, and I just use that time a lot of times just to, you know, just service the web or whatever. And then I come back and he's still on the phone. And I'm like, when is this going to come to an end? I mean, calling every day is not that much that you have to say.
I feel you.
I don't understand it, man.
Mike, can I say something to you, brother? Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. But here's the thing, man. You know, if I had more callers such as yourself, then I would entertain it. You feel me? Like, I think what happens is the more engagement we get, the more diverse we'll become in our conversations. Does that make sense?
No, he's gonna kill the podcast. He's gonna kill it.
He's been okay. I hear you.
Nobody want to hear that. I mean, because you got to think, right? People here to listen to what you gotta say. It's like a person coming on a podcast, you know, where basically you here to listen to this singer, but you got the background singer dancing in the front, singing, grabbing the microphone. Nobody wants to hear him.
I get
for 2 hours out of every single day. I mean, you already got to hear him on this platform, that platform. Then you come over here. It's like, dude, just go get your own podcast and just see who want to listen to you.
I feel you.
But man, it's like this guy's actually forcing himself on us through you.
Okay. Hey, you know what, bro? As much as
and like I said, there's no platform, so I'm not here to
tell
man, you what to do or what to do. I'm just giving you, my perspective. I mean, maybe it's a lot of people that want to hear to it.
Well, let me just say this.
I'm not going to.
Let me say this to you, Mike. I promise. I'll let you close out the conversation. I promise. Let me just say this. There's a reason why. Do you know? This might sound odd. There's people that think like Twin. Twin ain't the only one that think like his point of views and what he's saying. He's not the only person that feels that way. There's a lot of people that disagree with him. There's a lot of people that openly say what you're saying right now in the chat, right? But let me tell you what happens, bro. There's people that understand where he coming from, and then I'm not just talking to Twin when I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm talking this. How I know this to be true is because I grew up with dudes that think just like how Twin think, with that mentality. You know what I'm saying? That gang mentality and the street stuff. They still talk the way they talk, as old as we are. And I'm like, what I'm saying ain't for everybody, Mike. It's for the people that really thought that he spit a bar on something. So unfortunately, well, I'm going to say fortunately, you're absolutely right in the time. I'll do better. Continue to listen.
Okay, so
I'll do better.
So let me ask a question. I'm going to ask, I just want to know, what did we get from that Twin conversation? What is everybody taking home with them that, you know, in life that they can use, you know, in their daily life?
Okay, like, I can tell you one. I could tell you one. I could tell you one, and that was the interpretation of some Bible verses. Like when somebody says, "Be ready when God comes," I thought that his interpretation of that was totally different than what my interpretation is, and that means to do well on earth, do good amongst each other, treat people fairly, and so when God comes, you can go to heaven. That's my interpretation. His interpretation was.
But Wyatt, the thing is, he parries that with gangster stories.
Right. Well,
that's the parry. That's the contrast. He parries it with a gangster story. He'll talk about God, and then he'll say, "Yeah, I'm a gangster disciple." And it's like that's the problem that we going through.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even know where they at, man. And like I said, Ryan, I love your show, man. I like listening, man. But it's like, sometimes that get hard though. That get real hard, man. You know, I'll check your show out. I'm working now, so you know, I just check your show out when I'm working. And I mean, it's just crazy because it's so much more.
You got the easy part. You got the easy part. You can log off. You just listening. I gotta have the conversation.
No, you don't have to have that. Not
I
that
know.
long. Now that's
Hey,
one
Mike.
thing. Now listen. Now that's one thing that I will give. Like I said, standard radio. They won't. They won't drown you out and drain you with a caller that really no one wants to hear. Like, I'm not saying that he can't, deserve time, because everybody, if it's a platform, everybody deserves to have some time to, actually make a point or whatever. But it's like, let's get to it. Like, this is a conversation that he needs to be having with a therapist.
Right. Okay.
This is not a radio conversation. Like, I just in my opinion, like, I listen to a lot of podcasts, a lot of radio. The conversations that he has is not a radio conversation. It's like, stay on point. Like, and I'm even stepping out my boundaries to even have this conversation about Twin. I'm not even about to make it long, but I'm just, from a listener to, to the platform, man, let's just try to wrap them up. Like, because some of these guys, they don't even know where they're going. The conversation is it's all over the place.
Got you. Hey,
and you got to think that's hard on the ears. That's hard on the ears, because I come to listen and hear, hear some things that, like I said, that could make my life better. Like, a lot of the stuff I hear from Twin and a few other callers, it's
that's duly noted. Let me ask you something, Mike.
When they say eat the meat, spit out the bones, it's nothing there but bones.
I feel you. Let me ask you this. Mike, you say you've been listening for a while now, right?
Yeah.
Do me a favor. Ask me this. Or answer this for me. What is it that you would like, other than not hearing Twin, what is it that you would like me to talk a little bit more about? What can I do to bring a little bit of pizzazz? What do you like about the show? Because this is your first time calling.
Honestly, when you hear the shit, I mean, everything that's being talked about, is feasible. I like the conversations. I like it. A lot of the callers, they call, they get to their points, they make their points, they move on. But it's like, when we talking about an hour conversation with one person, and we can't even, and that's what's frustrating. It's not even him having a long conversation. It's the fact that you're trying to stress a point over and over and over. You're giving them multiple examples of what you're trying to explain to him, and he is not even smart enough to just listen and understand that you're just making an example.
Okay.
So that's where the frustration comes in. It don't come in that Twin's calling. It's the fact that I'm hearing you over and over try to feed this person. You trying to feed him with a fork, a spoon, a knife. he won't eat.
Okay. All right, Mike. Hey, duly noted, brother. Okay. I promise I'll do better. Because, I'm not going to just blame Twin. I'm going to take my liabilities. I'm going to take my punches as well. I'm just as responsible for allowing certain things to go on, and I'll take accountability on that, okay? Mike, don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. Call
no, I ain't going to be a stranger, but this one thing I say, I mean, Twin just want to be heard. Twin ain't going to call anybody that's going to answer the phone. And it's like, and I get it. But everyone doesn't deserve, that type of time frame on the mic. It's just that simple.
All right, bro.
A couple minutes, 5 minutes, I get it. But we talking an hour. It's like, now he's actually dominating the show.
Okay.
I mean, and it's
right.
It's just hard on the ears, man. That's it. But I'm gonna let you go ahead, brother. I know you're on your way out of here, so I'm gonna let you go ahead, man.
All right, brother. Hey, like I said, Mike.
Hopefully, I don't have to.
No, don't call just because you want to complain about a caller. Call and let us know how you feel about some other things. I really would appreciate it.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All right,
brother.
bro. Appreciate you, Mike.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro. That was Mike. Mike got a point. He's on point. I've heard it several times, but you got to understand. Sometimes I get into the conversations. I do. I'm not a victim. Like I said, I'll take accountability on what I've done. I'm guilty. Because sometimes, y'all got to understand, like, to be honest with you, Twin might be a certain voice to y'all, but I'm in a field and I grew up around certain people that still talk and deal in shit. They will never get out of, they just won't leave. They just won't leave certain lifestyles alone. And I'm talking about away from the camera. they still talk like that. So I know there's people that watch this show. It ain't all the ones that's saying, great call, Mike. Y'all the ones who fed up with the twin conversation. I get it. But y'all ain't the ones sitting here explaining to him and giving him all these different, you know what I'm saying? Examples. Okay, it is what it is. I'll work on my part. I promise you. I tried to do that today, if you noticed. Because I think if you shut down people from here's what I've learned personally in life. People who complain talk longer and louder than people with solutions, right? And it's not necessarily twin I'm talking about in general. If I'm a big person on, like, I love to tip when I go out to dinner with my family and blah, blah, blah. And I always, let's say I have the greatest waiter or waitress at my table, serving us, my family and I. When I call the waitress over, when it's time to pay the bill and pay the tip and things of that nature, I always call the manager. I call the manager over every time I have a great experience. And when the manager come over, you know what? The manager is always guarded. The manager come over and say, the first thing out of their mouth is, how can I help you, sir? What's wrong? And I'm like, nothing's wrong. I'm just one of those type of people who compliment when things are absolutely great. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I have a waiter and he's done a great job, or a waitress, I'll say, hey, Kevin did a great job tonight. He was very pleasant. He was nice to us. He kept our glasses full, and he was knowledgeable about what he needed to do. And I'll just end it just like that. But you know who will stand at the door, call the manager over, and bitch and complain the whole time that they have the manager's ear? People that complain all the time. They'll complain in front of the manager. They'll complain when they get up to go to the front of the restaurant, when they'll complain all the way out to the door. They'll complain when they get in the car. They bitching and complaining all the way home. It seems like people that bitch and complain tend to do it the loudest and the longest. But people who are just trying to do things the right way and you know what I'm saying, and complimentary, those are the people that tend to have the words are a little bit more powerful. They're respectable. They say things. And all I'm saying to you all is this. Let's try to do that over here. I try not to be the guy that's complaining about what other people are talking about. Let's be the people that talk more about the solutions or how to get better. See, I was kind of raised, my grandmother always told me, Rand, be better than yesterday. Yesterday was a bad day, so it's easy to be better than yesterday. Today is a better day. Today is a different day. It's easy to be better than yesterday. You had a bad day. Now today, you'll have a better day. Now, let tomorrow be better than today. See what I'm saying? And that was just what I was raised to believe. Let's just do better. That's all. And talking about what other people talking about, that's not really my way of having a better day. So, Mike, I appreciate your call, brother. I hope to hear from you again. And don't be a stranger. And let some other people start calling. The same people that got a problem with twin calling all the time, I'd like to hear from you. If you're not that type of person, or if you're at work, I get it. But let's just start trying to be the type of people, because that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to deliver a different type of platform that says to us, hey, for those that say we can't do it, yes, we can. You know what I'm saying? I just tried to be that, a different ear, a different voice for your ear. Let's try it. It's October the 1st. Let's start it today, and it'll start actively tomorrow. Peace and love to everybody, man. I got to go. I'm running late. I got a 4 o'clock appointment I got to get to. I love everybody. I appreciate everybody's input. See you tomorrow right here at 1 o'clock.
He wanted to be humble. He could have had a big home. He drove a little old car in his younger days trying to be humble. but they think you don't have nothing. People don't respect you when you look like you don't have no money. So I gotta buy diamonds. I gotta have a Rolls Royce.
I made it from so underrated. I'm moving like so undisputed. I'm what happened when you keep on rapping and say I refuse to be muted. I got the money, the cars, the weed in the jars, the bitches and jewelry. I got the real estate ventures. I got vacation adventures. Well, hold up, I'm switching the gear. Follow me here. I got the mayor, the congressman, senator. I got the governor's ear. Yeah, I'm Muhammad Ali. Talking my prime. Taking my time. Diamonds on wood. Dip with a dime. My diamond and pinky ring streets in a chocolate thigh. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Cause you are the greatest. The day that I make it, I swear that my haters, they gon' wanna die. They gon' wanna die. I had a dream. I fell from the sky. And I went straight to hell. The devil say, no, you gotta go back. Cause you were too fine. I'm too wrong. You niggas is playing. And I'm a player. And this ain't a verse. You niggas is cursed. This was just a prayer. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Cause you are the greatest. The day that I make it, I swear that my haters, they gon' wanna die. They gon' wanna die. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. I wanted the Grammys for spitting my grammar. Did that for Atlanta, bro. Swept up like a janitor. Got sent to the slammer, bro. Treat me like an animal or some kind of Hannibal. Vicious and cannibal. The devil be doing you right when you doing it. The devil will ruin you. Behind me, Satan. I walk out the door, my head up in handcuffs with pride. Cause all of my heroes were handcuffed. The FBI shot some of them and they died. Betty and Coretta cried. Jacqueline went in the hide. I was sitting there in the room full of cops like Daniel was sitting with the lines. I had to quiet my mind. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. The liars were lying they lies. I kept on just keeping my faith. The devil put me on his whipping post. The Lord did not allow him to whip me. So I went to sleep as free as could be. And the next day my son got a kidney. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Cause you are the greatest. The day that I make it, I swear that my haters, they gon' wanna die. Gon' wanna die. They gon' wanna die. They gon' wanna die. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now. Lord, humble me now.